Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Today I will be sharing a fantastical, fruitful, true story about the first time anyone has ever entered the multiverse. It begins with our protagonist, artist name Sheep in Wolf's Clothing, nickname Six, real name Sky. He had it all: money, global recognition, multi-platinum selling artist. But his mother, who loved him more than she loved herself, passed away before he ever reached any of his dreams. Desperate, lonely, and rich, he hired a team of physicists, engineers, astro, quantum, and particle physicists to solve the age-old question: is the multiverse real? Sky spent his fortune on the idea. He had little to nothing left until one day they finally succeeded. The scientists were able to input Sky's backstory and characteristics to be able to open a portal to a dimension that best mimics his dimension. Sky packed his computer, some water, and a letter he wished to deliver his mother. The scientists had warned him that the portal would only stay open for 7 minutes, and once the portal is closed, he would have to meet in the exact same location 6 days from when he first arrived. And so the time had come. The scientists turned on the machine and the portal was opened. It opened to a room similar to the one Sky grew up in when he was a child. On the other side was an artist named Her Ex, nicknamed Tyler Durden, real name Omar. Omar was startled when he first saw a similar version of himself. Sky jumped into Omar's bedroom and uttered the words, "This place looks so familiar." Sky remembered there was only 7 minutes on the timer, so he cut to the chase. "Listen, I know this is confusing, but hear me out. I lost my mom in my dimension, and I just need to see her one final time and say a few things. Can you help me out?" Omar told Sky that her mother was visiting our brother Seth in Colombia. Sky was devastated and was about to turn back when Omar asked if he could join him on this adventure, and when it was done, to drop him back off here. And Sky wanted nothing to compromise his mission, but he saw the desperation in his eyes, similar to his own, so he agreed. And Her Ex grabbed a jacket and a laptop, and they both jumped into the portal together. The scientists input Sky's information again. The dials flipped and the numbers on the screen shuffled into place. The scientists warned Sky that if this one does not work, we will have to send Her Ex back as soon as possible to not cause any major shifts. And so then, the portal is open for a second time, and both artists see themselves on the other side. They quickly jump in and explain the situation. Luckily, his mother was alive and only living a few blocks away, so they asked if they could stay, and he agreed. He introduced himself as Omar, which was confusing the bunch, so he displayed his artist's name, which is O-Me-G. The portal closed and the three sat down in Omi-G's living room, preparing for an adventure of a lifetime, an adventure I will share with you today. So before I begin this ground-breaking adventure, I will display to you the different sound effects for each version of Omar. Sky's will be this effect: "Hello, hello, my name is Sky." Her Ex's will be this effect: "Hello, hello, my name is Her Ex." And Omi-G's effect will be this:
"Hello, hello, my name is O-Me-G."
Again I say, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to the grand, true story of the first ever multiverse experience: missing a mother's love. A journey into the multiverse. Volume 1. Well, now that we've formally introduced each other, I just kind of want to get to the point. Omi G, I really want to visit your mother. In this verse, I know this is weird, but this is something that I really need to do.
No, it's not weird at all. I totally understand, and I sympathize with your situation.
Thank you.
But one thing that I forgot to mention is
What?
my mom won't be here for the next 4 to 5 days.
Wait a second. You're telling me that she's not even here? You told me she lives right down the street from you.
No. She does live right down the street from me, but right now she's actually out with my wife, Jen.
Okay, so you're telling me she's out with your wife Jen on some sort of vacation.
Yes, and she will be back in 4 to 5 days. I can call, make sure that she comes back so that you can have time to meet her.
Gosh!
Calm down, Sky.
I can't calm down. This is the most important thing to me.
Sky, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm honestly sorry.
Be sorry,
I don't
Sky.
know. I panicked. You were coming in. I was excited. I should have told you.
Okay, listen.
I'm sorry.
Listen. Let's break the tension here for a second. Let's think about what's happening right now. We are all apologizing to each other. This is a form of self-love. We should be proud of ourselves.
Gosh.
Honest, I'm sorry, okay?
No, I'm sorry.
Overreacted, and honestly,
you
I'm just thankful for the opportunity.
didn't.
Forgive me. I mean, forgive us.
Yeah, listen, you didn't overreact. I know how important your mom must be to you. She's equally as important to me, I'm sure. But since we have 4 to 5 days, we should spend the time getting to know each other. This is still an amazing opportunity for all of us.
Omi G's got a point. We should spend the time together talking. You guys said you guys make music, right?
Yeah.
James. But anyways, it's obvious you make music, Sky. You got a huge chain on. Are we just gonna avoid the fact that looks just like the one Kanye has?
It is.
What?
No way.
Yeah. I got signed to Kanye.
No
You
way.
guys got Kanye here too?
Oh my god.
Yeah, we have Kanye.
Yeah.
Kanye West? Yay?
Yeah.
Jesus? You got signed by Kanye
Oh
West?
my gosh. That's crazy. That's amazing.
Yeah, thanks guys, I appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, shoot, I can tell you guys a story if you want.
Yes,
Oh my God.
please.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll tell you the short story.
Okay.
So, it happened when I was 22 years old,
Mm-hmm.
and at the time I was trying to get this one girl back, but once my mom passed away, I dropped everything I was doing. And I went into the deep state of mourning and a lot of reflecting. And one day I just said enough is enough, I drove to Los Angeles. I found out where the paparazzi hung out, till one gave me a tip where Kanye usually hangs around, and 3 days later I saw him for the first time. I didn't have that fear I had before. I had nothing to lose. So I walked up to him and I started rapping the first verse to this one song I wrote for my first album, Eternal Love and Hate. And long story short, he signed me 3 days later.
What?
No
That's
way.
that's crazy. I actually have a song off my first album called Eternal Love and Hate.
And hate. Me too. Lucifer, fossil hidden, archaeologists found
Darkness hate when they were digging.
Wow, that's wild. You guys wrote the exact same thing.
I know.
Yeah, that is wild. Wow. So, are you working on any projects right now? Anything you can share with us?
I mean, I am.
Yeah, me too. I'm working on this one HyperPop one. It's gonna be
No.
my fourth
Wait.
studio album.
No way. I'm working on a
Me
HyperPop
too.
one too.
Me too.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Wait. Oh my god, we're all working on a HyperPop album produced by
Yeah.
Sheepy. Sheepy.
Me too. I also have mine produced by Sheepy as well.
Huh.
I messaged him
Wow.
a few months back and said I was interested in some of his beats and he
Uh-huh.
sent me some over.
No way. In my universe, Sheepy's this huge producer, and this is so crazy. So
I know.
regardless, we still found a way to work with the same producer.
Yeah.
I mean, how much of it do you guys have done?
Well, I got about 3 songs done.
Wait, me too. I finished the third one last night.
No way. Okay, so you're telling me that we each have 3 songs.
Yeah.
I wonder if we picked the same beat.
No. Not only if we pick the same beat, but if we're saying the same things like we did in Eternal Love and Hate. Obviously, a lot of time has passed. We've each had different types of lives. No way we're talking about the same thing.
Wait. So you're telling me each of you have your hard drives with you with your
Yeah.
guys' music?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Let's. Sorry to cut you off there.
No problem.
But let's play the songs.
Yes.
One by one. See if we pick the same instrumentals,
Uh-huh.
and let's see what we're talking about.
Okay. This is awesome. But I say
Uh-huh.
we go with the least successful first. Okay?
Okay.
So I'm guessing that's me.
Nope, that's definitely me. I barely even release my music, and yeah, man, I kind of do it more as a pastime thing.
Huh.
Well, okay, first off, we have to actually determine what is it that we deem successful, right?
Yeah, I guess that's true. Well, if we're talking about things going on in our lives, I'm definitely gonna go first.
Why?
Girl just left me today.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, yesterday. And
That's
yeah,
tough.
pretty in the depths right now with other things, and so I'll go first.
Alright, well, Rex, I'm excited to hear.
Yeah, man. I'm sorry for the stuff that's going on in your life.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Go ahead, you go first.
Okay, thanks.
And we'll talk about some of that other stuff later, yeah?
Yeah, definitely. Well, we have time.
So, what's the first song called?
It's called Anakin.
Scripture yanks me where it needs me to be. The scriptures teach far beyond what I can reach. Reach for the dirt, knowing that's not my worth. In the eyes of my savior, I'm a Jedi's lightsaber. Bow down to me, Anakin. Mirror image, 1 a.m. my love like another young poem. La la di da di da. For sure, El Gloria God, but that's okay. Learn from my mistakes. Not really, I'm feeling the pain. Not facing my problems, but running away. Locked in the room for days, paralyzed but alive. Not living my life I should. Face my problems inside of a sonnet. Shakespearean cover they dead. Led, brought back to the flesh. Said, love's on the word into action. Feel like a man, like compassion. Not doing right for the mention. If I make it, I'll prove it with actions. I've been down with dirt. My ex had cursed, while all I did was love her in every single verse. Don't believe in me, our friendship will expire. And don't call me up after I rap through the wire. Before the accident, when I only had a dream. When I was lonelier than Ed Sheeran's 18. Goodness gracious, understand I'm far from the basic. Look at Spotify to check if I done made it. Cause if I'm famous, you'll listen to my playlist. I'm really curious, you even care what they're saying? Scripture yanks me where it needs me to be. Scriptures teach far beyond what I can reach. Reach for the dirt, knowing that's not our worth. In the eyes of our savior, we are Jedi's lightsabers. I said bow down to me, Anakin. Lyrics over melody, your conscience weighing heavily. Hey, I can see the lack of sleep, probably from all the damaging. You care about your fans with words, ignoring what you have to learn. The money big, the women thick, the weed hits. You need that to function, crutching, climbing up depression summit. Struggling because you love it, not only yourself. you first.
That was fire,
Oh
man.
yeah, definitely, bro. You definitely got it, man.
No, thanks.
Man, you're on such a good level, bro.
Yeah, thanks, guys. I appreciate that. I don't know. Well, obviously, if you guys heard the lyrics, I don't feel like I'm on a good level.
Yeah. I kind of hear it a little bit in the first verse.
Yeah, well, you know, it's just I've been making music for what now, 10 years, and I look around me. You know, I grew up in Loma Linda. I'm sure you guys did too.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
But nobody supports me. You know, they say they support me with their words sometimes, but only up until I actually started making it did anybody ever really start supporting me. You know, once I got maybe the first couple thousand views on some video, then people started saying, "Oh yeah, that's cool, man," but never really supporting me. And that's why I rap that part about through the wire. You know, it's like don't talk to me like that. You know, once I rap, you know, Kanye's Through the Wire, like once I'm finally starting to make it, like don't talk to me like that, because I know that you never even believed in me. You know?
Bro, you're preaching to the choir, brother. We've all been through it.
Well, actually, I haven't been through it. I've always had pretty supportive people in my life who've, you know, encouraged me to do it.
Lucky.
Well, lucky you, Omi G. It
Yeah,
definitely wasn't the case for me. You know, my mom, she doesn't believe in me. You know.
Really?
You know, and then my friends, they've never supported me in that type of way. Nobody wants to be in my music videos. You know, it's like pulling teeth at a dentist just to get them to do something for me when it comes to the music, because I know they don't believe in me.
Yeah.
I know this all seems far-fetched, and only when it starts kind of bubbling up will they even decide to want to join or anything like that.
Yeah.
You know, that's just the honest truth. That's really how I feel. And I just, yeah, you know, I had a girl who supported me, and that's the one I lost. So now it just kind of seems like it's back to just God and I.
Yeah. I kind of saw how in the chorus you talked about God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wrote it down actually. It's in the eyes of our Savior, we are Jedi's lightsabers.
Yeah, I mean, it comes down to that. I have nobody around me, you know? Like, I'm thankful, you know, because I still have my family, you know, alive.
Yeah.
But when it comes to the support, when it comes to this bigger vision of this music dream, you know, it's just God and me. And, you know, I feel like I have that possibility to make that major impact in this society. You know, we're living in this toxic environment where music, people, these artists, they say, "Oh, I care so much about my fans, I care so much about them," but then they're feeding them this toxicity. You know, it's completely polar opposite to love. And yeah, I just feel like, you know, in the hands of God, like I could actually do something and make a true difference and make a positive difference with the life that I have. Like, I'm sure you have, Sky.
Well, yeah, you know, it wasn't always that way though.
Really?
Her ex. It really wasn't. You know, when I first got on the scene, you know, I had to play the game, you know. I had to be, you know, a sheep in wolf's clothing. I had to play along with what was handed to me, you know. I was just happy to be there. Remember, I was 22 years old. I definitely didn't go through as much growth, I'm sure, as you both have, because I had to neglect it for a bit of time. And yeah, only until recently have I really been, you know, starting back up my relationship with God, actually.
Oh, really? What happened in your relationship?
Well, you know, I mean, I started getting close to God when I was 21, and then, you know, once my mom passed away, I just dropped everything, to be honest, and I just went towards my dreams. You know, I was tired of waiting. You know, I felt like with God, I was always waiting for something. But then, you know, I got there, and a few Grammys and multi-platinum records and albums later, I just realized I was just as empty, you know, and nothing that I could do is ever gonna take that back. And then that's when I started, you know, creating this whole experience and being able to hopefully make it to the other side, so I could have a chance. You know?
Yeah, you know, obviously, I think both Homie G and I can testify that we don't know what it's like to truly make it in this music, but
Definitely.
at least one thing that I have been able to, you know, come to terms with is contentment. You know, it's like God really provided that contentment even while I was creating music. You know, I was so yearning on wanting to make it so bad, and then all of a sudden, you know, recently had this really big project, and I just didn't even feel like dropping it because, you know, I was content. I was happy with my lot. I was happy with what I had. You know, I had a good girl who loved me and supported my music. You know, I had my family, and even though they don't see eye to eye with me on my music, I still have them. You know, and now I see, even on the other side of a dimension, you don't have those things. You know, but you have other things. So I just became content, and God helped me do that. So, you know, he could definitely help you out too, Scott.
Yeah, Scott, I can attest to that, you know. God has definitely been one of the greatest things in my life. It's always kept me very glued to the truth, and especially in regards to my relationship. Well, I told you guys I'm married. Having God in the center of that relationship has truly allowed me to be able to lead the relationship in a positive direction, and also just make less mistakes. But yeah, I mean, I'm not here talking like I'm perfect.
Neither are we, brother.
I definitely go through temptations and other things, but yeah, you know, I hope that you find that relationship soon, Scott. And who knows, maybe a little bit more throughout this experience.
Yeah, honestly, I hope I find it too.
Yeah.
But I'm so sorry, her ex. I feel like I kind of cut into your time.
No. It's totally fine. I mean, you know, I'm sure you're used to having the spotlight anyway.
Well, yeah, I guess so.
No, don't feel bad. Honestly, like, we have enough time, and
True.
you know, what about you, Sky? Go ahead. What song did you end up picking, and was it on the same instrumental or a different one?
Well, yeah, it was on the same instrumental, which I found to be odd, I guess, you know, in these multi-dimensional, you know, realms that we're kind of exploring. There is a possibility of some similarities, but mine is actually about freedom of speech.
Nice.
Well, just to put this out there, mine's actually on the same instrumental too.
Wow. Well, this is great. We're gonna have 3 different versions on the same instrumental.
Yeah, this is pretty amazing, guys. Well, I mean, enjoy my song, you know. This is freedom of speech.
We can't even speak our minds. Freedom of speech, the American dream, slowly being taken from me. All my brain thinks a certain way, but if I say it to the public, they go crucify me. Want equality? Well, girl, ask me on a date. Keep it real in life, invite a bit of hate. I've been traveling this country with this mask up on my face. No one wears it right, I think they hoping we will die. Slowly taking all our freedom, planning global homicide. Maybe I'm wrong, it's just my current opinion. If you're famous in America, you will not be forgiven. Your past thoughts will haunt you to your grave. You can say you're sorry, they'll just say it's too late. Create fear in man must be the plan, cause when you have a platform, you have power in your hands.
I've been thinking about my past wrongs. The more I think about it, the less I judge. I've been thinking about my past wrongs. The more I think about it, the less I judge.
Less I judge, less I judge, less I judge.
The less I judge.
How could I judge like I ain't sinned? My past albums filled with confessions. What is the lesson when it comes to pain? Discipline is love, that's the beauty and pain. Freedom of speech, the American dream, slowly being taken from me. All my brain thinks a certain way, but if I say it to the public, they go crucify me. Want equality? Well, girl, ask me on a date. Keep it real in life, invite a bit of hate. I've been traveling this country with this mask up on my face. No one wears it right, I think they hoping we will die. Slowly taking all our freedom, planning global homicide. Maybe not, maybe I'm wrong, it's just my current opinion. If you're famous in America, you will not be forgiven. Your past thoughts will haunt you to your grave. You can say you're sorry, they'll just say it's too late. Create fear in man must be the plan, cause when you have a platform, you have power in your hands.
I've been thinking about my past wrongs. The more I think about it, the less I judge. I've been thinking about my past wrongs. The more I think about it, the less I judge.
Less I judge, less I judge, less I judge. Less I judge, less I judge, less I judge. How could I judge like I ain't sinned? My past albums filled with confessions. What is the lesson when it comes to pain? Discipline is love, that's the beauty in pain.
Okay, now we can see why you made it.
Oh yeah.
Now we can see why you
Oh
made it.
yeah. No. And don't try to be all humble about it, man. That
Oh
was
my
that was
gosh.
A1
A1.
production. That was A1 lyrics and
Put that up.
message and hook.
Alright, let me stop you guys, because I know what you guys are doing.
What?
You don't think you're a little bit of me too? Come on, man. You guys always hype people up. You guys always encourage
bit,
people.
low-key.
You're just doing that to me, huh?
No.
You guys have that trait, don't you?
No. We're doing it to you, bro. But you know you got it, man. Man, and your sign, you really made it. Like,
Yeah.
this is crazy, bro. Honestly, it was an honor listening to that.
Yeah. And well, it's not just about the lyricism or the hook or whatever, man. The message. You know, the fact that you're actually able to talk about a sensitive topic like that out loud, you know, to the masses.
Yeah.
Wow, man. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I could have done that.
Yeah, me neither.
Well, to be completely frank with you guys, I used to not be like that either. You know, I
Really?
feel like we've all maybe had that at one point in our life.
Yeah.
It's just this
Yeah.
fear, man. You know, I got brought up in fear. You
me
know,
too.
I got brought up pretty much having to, you know, bite my nails around people because I was scared of saying the wrong thing. And then, like I told you, one day that thing just switched. Like once I lost my mom, I don't know, I just went for it, you know? And I just kept going for it and going for it and going for it. And I honestly, I didn't care how I looked in the eyes of others, you know, as long as, you know, one day, I don't know, I was kind of holding on to the idea that one day I'd be able to see my mom and, you know, she'd be proud of me.
No. Honestly, Sky, she will be proud of you. You know, the fact alone that you have this amount of bravery to say something on a massive platform, to really open people's minds and allow them to be fed with some type of positivity,
Definitely.
you know, and some positive dialogue, because I'm sure, you know, you have people coming after you, you know, with all different types of accusations and such, because they don't want you to open your mouth, you know. They're scared, right? I mean, that's what you literally said.
Yeah.
You know, the higher up you get, you know, it's so funny because you brought up this one part in one of your lyrics, man, and it was genius because I see that too. I find it so odd how these people get so infamous, so famous, and then they make one mistake like 8 years ago and they hold it over their heads. And then I think to myself, a lot of these people also, you know, believe in, you know, Christianity and such, and it literally says in the Bible that you pick up, like, if you've picked up how does it go?
No. Sorry. It goes, only pick up the stone if you have no sin.
Yeah.
And in the situation, only Christ was able to really pick up that stone.
Yeah.
But he held no accusation against this person. He forgave them, you know? And it's funny because we all want forgiveness,
Yeah.
but none of us actually want to give forgiveness.
Ooh.
And yeah, man, it's crazy because that happens in my dimension as well. You know, people get so high up and then boom, 1 second later they're gone, completely gone because of a mistake.
No, I mean, that's the reason I wrote the lyric,
Yeah.
is because I felt like people were just so clouded by fear. You know, my own friends, you know, they're scared to speak their mind. You know, probably the fact that I hung around Kanye so much, it kind of allowed me to be able to get myself out of that shell. Because at the end of the day, man, sometimes you need to say something that goes against the status quo.
Definitely.
You know, and I felt like I had been playing too much the safe route, and then finally, you know, when I was, you know, trying to, I pretty much invested all my money into making this project possible, you know, I just disconnected myself from that world, and I finally started seeing it from a different perspective. And then finally I said, these people, you know, these higher ups, they're trying to ingest fear into us, into me, a celebrity, because they don't want us to use our platforms for good. So they don't want us to have power with our voices.
Yes. 100% yes.
Definitely.
This is why I want to make it so bad, you know? Everybody in my life, you know, they think I'm just trying to make it for money. But no, it's not about the Grammy. You know, it's not about the Grammy. It's about the microphone. You know what I mean? It's about what you say on that microphone. That's the important part. It's the platform. It's never been about the award. You know, and I feel like, you know, you see it and you actually get to live it, man. I'm honestly, dude, I'm envious of that. I really am.
Well, well, you know, why don't you just do it then?
Well, I guess because I'm scared.
Yeah, I feel like it's fear too. You know, and it's okay. We all have our fear at least one point in our lives. But think about it. You had the exact same song that I had back when you were 21 years old.
Wow.
You could have gone up to Kanye and done the exact same thing.
Yeah.
But fear stopped you. But fear doesn't have to stop you now. You should go for it.
Wow. Yeah. Thanks, Guy. I appreciate that. And to be honest, I hope that I can overcome this fear. And I hope that it's not too late for me.
It's not.
Well, you know, I was thinking about something you said earlier.
What?
And you said that you were content with life situations, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you're content regardless of whether or not you overcome fear. So God gave you contentment even if you're not perfect in a way, you know? Even though you have these talents and you don't utilize them because of fear, you know, God's still with you. But one day you're going to have a family, one day you're going to have kids. And don't you want to show them that you overcame your fear? You know?
Yeah, I do want to show them. You know, I've been writing to my future kids for, it's about to be 8 years now.
Me too.
So, you're right. I do want to show them, and I'm going to do it.
Good. Well, alright, I feel like I'm out here passing out encouraging thoughts, and I forgot that my song is actually a bit encouraging, I guess.
Let's see, Omi G.
Kind of tackles a bit of issues, and...
Yeah, we always explain our songs right before.
I feel like we all do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess we should just get to it.
Yeah.
Hopefully you guys enjoy.
You who struggle, who cry out from the pit, who long for relief, the sun will rise. God hears your prayer, and He offers you today His hope. and his healing. Gracious God, the night has been dark for some of us. The questions have been heavy for others.
Sentimental, gentle, my body is just a rental. Accidental, or parental, incidental, instrumental items that will take a bite of the tree of life. Big bang, no plan, do whatever, just dance, tick tock.
The laments have been long, the anger has been searing, and so today we cry from the depths. Lord, hear our prayer. Our eyes turn to you.
Sounds so judgy. You and I, we believe differently. Some believe in karma, some in energy. Hi, my name is Omar, I'm a Christian on a mission. I was wondering if you and I could talk just for a second.
Blah blah blah, don't wanna hear it. Actions speak louder than words. I relate with the dirt.
Well, that's a step.
Might the sun rise in our hearts and give us a new birth to hope. In Jesus' name, amen.
Wow. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Really?
Beautiful, beautiful. Man,
Really?
Speechless.
I know.
Honestly, that means so much, you know?
Mm.
Yeah, I just,
What?
honestly, I'm just not trying to make it, you know? And I was just making music from my heart, and
Yeah.
It shows.
I'm just so happy that
It
you know, it
does.
was received well,
Yeah.
you know, to people other than in my proximity. you know?
Definitely.
Well, to be honest, I feel it would be received well on a larger scale as well.
Definitely.
You know, the fact that you put in audio clips of a sermon that you listen to.
Yeah, I like that.
You know, the fact that you have this beautiful chorus, you know.
Thank you.
And yeah, it was honestly, it was one of my favorite versions out of the two of us. So
Creative.
yeah, wow. And you barely been releasing your music on that type of scale, so it's amazing though. I'm glad that you still pursued it though.
Yeah, I feel like one of the reasons, for example, this song I didn't put out there is because it kind of tackles, you know, my lack of faith sometimes, you know? There's all this conversation about, you know, science, disproving Christianity, and etc. And I feel like at the end of the day, no scientist can really prove, you know, where the earth came from, and
Yeah.
no Christian can either. It's just a leap of faith.
Yeah.
And, you know, sometimes I fall on the ladder. And,
Me too.
and yeah, I guess I was scared to put my doubts out there, you know, because over here in my community, you know, I'm looked up to, and I just, yeah, I don't know, I just didn't want to display that side, you know?
Yeah. Well, I respect the honesty. And,
Thanks.
you know, I had a similar situation as well. But why I'm going to give these encouraging thoughts is because I found much comfort in it as well. We got to think about it this way.
Okay.
Think about the psalmist.
Yeah.
The psalmist, there was a lot of them who start their psalms with, such, anger, doubt.
Yeah.
It's like, are you hearing me?
Yeah.
And then eventually they end their psalms in praise, meaning that over time they either accepted their situation or they still found the comfort in God, regardless of whether or not they received what they prayed for, or God pulled through for them.
True.
And at the end, God always pulls through for us, but we don't always see it that type of way. So displaying that type of honesty and realness, I feel like will inspire people once they see God working in your life.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I have to double down on that. And even though I'm not that religious, I will say this. Whenever I'm being real to the public, 100% transparent, showing them exactly who I am, that has always been the time when I've gotten the best reciprocation back from them.
Really?
Because think about it, we all know when someone's being real.
True.
And we all know when someone's being fake.
True.
So,
Yeah.
think about that. If you're showing someone the realness of it, the realness of doubt, there is people out there who feel the same way.
True.
Now, when you finally find that, relief, and you finally find that God pulls through for you in certain circumstances, it'll also display that type of realness onto the crowd, onto whoever, people in your community, etc. And that will give you a better chance of, being real.
Yeah, thanks.
Being a real person with real struggles.
Thanks.
And more relatable.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
No
my
problem.
wife, she does care a lot about what people think, and
My ex did too.
Mine
that's kind of always been a hindrance in this department. And yeah, I guess I just have to, put my foot down and think about God instead of just thinking about myself or even thinking about other people.
Yeah.
I have to first consider, what God wants.
Yeah. First, love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your mind.
Yeah.
And then the second is treat others the way you want to be treated. But first,
Yes, sir.
we got to do this for God. So
You got a
easier
point.
said than done, of course, but
Yeah, it is.
hopefully you can do that, Omi G.
Thanks,
I
man.
hope so.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Thanks, guys.
Well, I guess it's that time, isn't it? I feel like we should play another track. I mean, this has just honestly been such a privilege so far, so I'm excited to see where we take it.
Yes. I'm pretty excited to see where we take it too.
Yeah, me too.
Well, how about we just go in that order again? Her ex.
All right.
You want to take the floor?
Okay. All right. Well, the one I'm about to show you guys actually does have a bit of a Kanye West reference. So, Sky, maybe you were actually there in your dimension, but yeah. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoy.
Saddest I've been in a minute. When I get that sad, I push people away. Perhaps I do it cause if they come back, then I know they love towards me wasn't fake. I can respect it, sitting alone in depression, not codependent on women, expensive the linen just to get the digits. I don't see hope the same way, but I'm wishing these stars in the sky would start coming alive, instead of just falling with my wish inside. The wishing well full of them nickels and dimes and quarters, cause I done invested my life. The wishing well full of them nickels and dimes and quarters, cause I done invested my life. Learn from the pain, try to rejoice during the woes to create better days. Now I'm feeling like Kanye off the goose right now. When it comes bar for bar, I can't be escaped, except for my exes, they all prison breaks. Had a girl break my heart, but she quickly saw there ain't no one better, she gon' regret me forever. Forever? Forever. I'ma keep it real, it was you, not me. When I get too cocky, I plummet and crash. reminding them what they had. But I can't let go of the past. I think of my ex more than Catholics do mass. I think of the lashes of Christ and hope that my back looks the same as my mic. I respect it, sitting alone in depression, not codependent on women, expensive the linen just to get the digits. I don't see hope the same way, but I'm wishing these stars in the sky would start coming alive instead of just dying with my wish inside. The wishing well full of them nickels and dimes and quarters, cause I done invested my life. The wishing well full of them nickels and dimes and quarters, cause I done invested my life. Learn from the pain, try to rejoice during the woes to create better days. Now I'm feeling like Kanye off the goose right now. When it comes bar for bar, I can't be escaped. Except for my exes, they all prison breaks. Let them escape. Only want a girl who will stand by my side and not get embarrassed with none of my rhymes. Memorizing my lines, listen to my music thousands of times. I would have died for you, now I must go. I would have died for you, now I must go. But I don't wanna go. Okay, that was amazing.
It was great.
But one thing I just have to talk about, because I feel like it's an elephant in the room, and I'm kind of starting to notice some similarities. Let's see if
We all have the same ex, right?
yeah,
Wait,
that's what I'm talking about.
we don't have the same ex. I've never had an ex before.
Really?
Huh?
Wow. Could you show me a picture of your wife, Jen?
Yeah, I want to see that too.
Alright, one sec. Here. This is Jen.
No way. It is. That was my first love.
Mine
Yeah.
too.
Wow. That's crazy. Yeah. Yeah, we've been married now for 7 years.
Wow.
But
Yeah.
but you've been with another girl, right? Right?
Never. I've actually never even kissed another girl or,
No.
anything
Oh
else.
my.
No way. No way, Omi G. No
Yeah,
way.
yeah.
In this dimension, you've never even kissed another girl.
Never.
That's like my biggest weakness was lust and mine. I don't know. What about you guys?
Yeah. Honestly, mine too. Lust was always a big one.
Yeah, I mean, okay, I'm just gonna be honest. Lust is a huge one for me, I have a wandering eye, and I've been having that since the beginning of my marriage. But yeah, I can't do anything about it,
Dude, but you literally. Okay, my name is her ex. You are married to the her in her ex. I mean, you got it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got yourself a great girl.
Yeah.
I'm sure she really loves you and cares about you.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man, out there in the world, it's very hard to find yourself a promising woman.
Preach,
So
brother.
the fact that you got the one that we've all been in love with at least, once, that's a huge accomplishment, man. You should take that one, cash that in, man, and enjoy it.
Yeah. I mean, I am very happily married. I
Good.
really love her. She's a great girl. But at the end of the day, I don't know. I look at all these women and they look so voluptuous and it's just so interesting. They must all have different stories, different things that I'll never even be able to hear about, and I don't know. I guess it's just like, I get what you're saying, but I just never experienced it, so yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Yeah.
Come on.
I'm not gonna lie, it is nice out there.
Come
It is nice
on.
kind of exploring the terrain,
Sort of.
meeting women from different parts of the world, and
Oh.
going on dates with them. I'm sure
Oh.
out of all three of us, Sky, you've definitely slayed more and higher quality, I'm sure. Uh, but yeah, man. I mean, it's one of those things. Like, it's great. It's truly great, but it's a dead end. And coming from me, man, honestly, I don't even think I'm ever gonna love another girl again.
Damn.
So, take that.
Damn. Yeah, I'll have to second on that. It's been very easy to find temporary satisfaction, but it's been extremely hard to find love.
Yeah.
When you make it so big, you don't know if these people really want you for who you are or what you can provide them. So the fact that you found a girl who loves you, when you were just you, I feel like there should be reassurance in that, a safety blanket at the end of the day.
All right. Well, you guys spit some facts, and I still feel it. I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, I guess I'll verse the topic back to you, X.
All right.
Be honest, man. What is it? This pain that you went through? Because you kind of talk about it in this song, and you also display the fact that you learn from the pain, and you still find joy in the pain, and so talk to me about that.
Well, this is my story, okay?
Go ahead.
When I was 21 years old, my life kind of split in two. My girl broke up with me, Jen.
Me too.
She broke up with me after 4 years, and
Yeah.
I had treated her so badly for 4 years. There was a lot of ups and a lot of downs, and a lot of those downs were caused by my immaturity, my lack of character. And so when she finally broke up with me, which I thought she never would, my path split in two, and I had a choice. Do I continue being this same person, good looking guy, I could find myself another girl, etc., or do I take this path where I become a better individual, and if I get her back, then I'll be able to show myself as this new creation, to show myself as the best version of myself, so I don't redo a lot of the past mistakes. And so I went through that type of path, and it came with a lot of trials, a lot of tribulations, and I kind of started my connection with God there. I looked into the scriptures, and I just learned. I looked into the scriptures, and I told myself, if God is real, and the word of God, should be the wisest thing then on earth.
Yeah.
If I take in the word of God, then my life should improve substantially. It should I should be able to become the best version of myself, to avoid a lot of the errors and the trials that I put this girl through.
Yeah.
And so I started kind of diving into the scripture, and that's where I started my relationship with God. And I realized that through the pain, there was beauty, because God disciplines the child he loves. And I started feeling God's love through the trials that I was going through.
Yeah.
And so a lot of my sadness ended up leading to some of my most beautiful traits.
Wow.
And so that's kind of why I talk about the learning from the pain, and just being joyful even throughout this entire tribulation. Because after believe this, man, I chased Jen for 4.5 years, brother.
Wow.
I chased that girl for 4.5 years, and I loved her the entire time, and I tried my best to make it happen. So something that you have, I tried for 4.5 years to try to make that my reality.
Wow.
Damn. Yeah.
Damn. It's crazy. It's like we appreciate things when they're gone.
Yeah.
And, I don't want to lose Jen, because the way you make, the way that you fought for her, I get it. She is a really great girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry, man, that you went through all that stuff.
No, don't be sorry. To be honest, I used to be in pain about it.
Really?
I did. And then I realized that there was someone better out there for me. But it wasn't just about there being someone better out there for me. It's the fact that God had proven to me that even when things didn't go my way, God had something better for me. You know, because there was a time when, you know, I reached out to her one time in 3 years, right? So I'd been chasing her for 4 years, and I reached out to her one time in 3 years, right? And I've been showing love behind the scenes, you know, nonstop.
Yeah.
And she just came at me with so much hatred, you know? Like, all this hateful stuff, and I never want to talk to you, blah, 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 whatever. Just, oh, it's never going to happen. We're never going to get back together. And I remember my life and my relationship with God, it almost cracked.
Damn.
You know, it cracked into pieces, and I was just there wounded, crying out to God, asking him, why did I not get her back? Like, I showed so much love, and I was so faithful to you. I had brought people into the faith. And where is my reward? All I asked for was for one thing. And then God didn't give me that. And then years later, you know, I realized why she never came to me. Because it wasn't in my cards. It wasn't meant for my universe. You know, this new path that God took me on allowed me to learn the lesson that I was doing this for him. I was doing it too much for her and not for him. And then once that was adjusted, then he displayed to me, you know, this beautiful woman inside and out, something that I needed in my life, not just something that I wanted.
Wow. Well, you know, Jen to me is a similar story. I was 21 years old.
Really?
And, you know, she left me. We had been together for 4 years.
Yeah, me too.
And she left me, and it was all for the right reasons. You know, I wasn't being a good guy. I had a wandering eye. I was disrespectful. You know, I didn't know how to show love. You know, I wasn't raised in a household where I understood how to love another individual correctly.
Same.
But yeah, when I was 21 years old, she finally broke up with me. And then 1 year, I also started a similar journey as you did, her ex. And yeah, it was really working for me. You know, I was really diving into the scriptures. It was painful beyond belief. Because, yeah, she started dating some other guy, you know, shortly after us.
Damn, same.
It was really hard on me.
Yeah.
But then all of a sudden, you know, 1 year in, I was putting so much focus in on her and getting closer to God. And then right then, boom, in a snap of a finger, my mom passed away unexpectedly. And my life took a 180.
Yeah,
and
focus
then,
switch.
You know, a couple weeks after that, that's when I just decided to go up to Kanye and rap for him.
Wow.
And, you know, make it. Because at my mother's funeral, she didn't even show up. I dated this girl for 4 years. She didn't even show up at my mom's funeral. And I said, I'm not going to chase somebody and dedicate so much of my life to someone who's not even willing to show up for my mom. You know, for the person that was the most important to me, she couldn't even show up for that. And I was about to, fight for her, you know, until I won her back. And I said, no, you know, I'm not going to do that.
Wow.
Yeah. I know, there isn't much to say, but yeah. I guess, well, since we're kind of on this more morbid conversation about death and loss, you know, I guess I can display to you guys my next song, which, yeah, tackles this a little bit. I had the privilege of meeting this one guy out in Colombia. His name's The Narco.
What? The Narco?
Yeah.
No way.
Enfati ultra.
Well, yeah, I guess we all had the privilege of meeting The Narco. And he's just such a good freestyler. And anyways, we made a song together, but he told me about his brother who passed away.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, just the fact that he died in like this gun violence and, you know.
Yeah, police shot him.
Yeah, and now there's a bunch of kids out there picking up a microphone because they see what's popping out on the internet. Oh, you know, grab a gun, go out there and shoot a music video, like promote this, and then you'll be able to make it in the big times. Yeah, just trying to get famous. And at the end of the day, yeah, they end up getting famous, but what do they end up doing? They end up just promoting the same thing that they're not even really a part of. But there's people out there who really live that life.
Really lived it.
He did live it. And now, doesn't even have, a pulse. And yeah, someone's got to live with that, his mother.
Open the seed of my NFT, have faith in me before I reach my peak. I'm a crypto punk, Ramones, lows, monsters, inches, and knocks at the door.
I'm a child of God, your eyes plankton.
Should have shown the love of creation. God showed you the love of creation. Open the seed of my NFT, have faith in me before I reach my peak. I'm a crypto punk, Ramones, lows, monsters, inches, and knocks at the door. Knock, knock, who's there? Name ain't money, then I don't care. Showing that I love in the eyes of another, expecting good things to come my way. I was wrong, gone, put it in a song. Jesus, I need to admit my faults. Oh, please. God is who you should call. Star 67, my call. I call up the mall and it call me right back. Gives me happiness, what's wrong with that? All evil, Satan's the deceiver. Just listen to the music bumping in your speaker. Bunch of little rappers who ain't never done a thing, just following the trends and what other rappers say. A bunch of gun sounds they ain't never shot around, and they genius interview. I'm just playing around. Damn, but others ain't. They got a case. Ma'am, your child died, homicide, swam, liquor bottle, heart hollow. You on demon time and you never shot a 9. Damn, but others ain't. They got a case. Ma'am, your child died, homicide, swam, liquor bottle, heart hollow. You on demon time and you never shot a 9. God showed you the love of creation. Well, a bunch of little rappers who ain't never done a thing, just following the trends and what other rappers say. Bunch of gun sounds they ain't never shot around, and they genius interview. I'm just playing around. You just playing around. His brother just died and you just playing around. Showing that I love in the eyes of another, expecting good things to come my way. I was wrong, gone, put it in a song. Jesus, I need to admit my faults. Oh, God is who you should call. Star 67, my call. You can't serve two masters properly. Bunch of little rappers who ain't never done a thing, just following the trends and what other rappers say. Bunch of gun sounds they ain't never shot around, and they genius interview. I'm just playing around. Damn, but others ain't. They got a case. Ma'am, your child died, homicide, swam, and liquor bottle, heart hollow. You on demon time and you never shot a 9. R.I.P. Jordan Cadaño.
Yeah, rest in peace. Rest in peace, the kid. For reals.
Yeah. So who have you guys lost in your life? Obviously, Sky, you lost your mom, but has there been any other losses?
Yeah. I also lost my grandfather.
Me too.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. It was tough.
Yeah, it was tough for me too. He had Alzheimer's.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it came all of a sudden, and then next thing you know, my mom lost the person who she related to the most,
Wow.
The only person who she believed understood her.
Yeah, honestly, same situation. My mom lost, her father, and that was super heart-wrenching for her. And to this day, I feel like she still deals with that loss.
Yeah. Before my mom passed away, she was still heavily mourning.
Yeah.
It's crazy to see that
Same.
years later, even in your guys' universe, the fact that she's still alive, that's still something that she really deals with.
Yeah, my mom, it's the same thing. So, I mean, what is some main struggles that you guys have in your guys' lives?
Well,
Yeah, you go first.
okay. I would say for me right now, it's just planting my feet back on the soil, on the good soil, so that I can do something profitable with the time and youth that I still have left. I told you guys that my girl just left me, and
Yeah, sorry.
I feel like that is heavily playing a toll in this, but I feel like I can use it for a positive direction this time around. Because the last time that happened, I was very discouraged, But this time around, I feel a lot more hope. And I feel like I can utilize, all the characteristics that I grew throughout the years and, not redo a lot of the same mistakes and see what lesson God wants to teach me in this trial of my life.
Yeah, that seems like a major one. Yeah. Is there anything else?
Well, the other one actually does kind of include, my mom. Feel like right now, she wants me to really buckle down and, do a career that makes money. And I feel like I need to do that, but I also feel like I'd be turning my back on a bigger possibility. And I feel like right now I need to, do what Solomon says in the Bible of like multiple ventures. And I don't know. I guess I just sometimes feel really lazy, and then sometimes I feel like I'm doing too much. Need to find that in between space where, I still feel productive, and I'm able to also honor and please my mom because she just gave me so much.
But I just want to say this too. You also have to remember that you're doing this for God.
Yeah.
And it seems like your heart's in the right place when you're doing these things. So keep that into consideration as well. Don't just feel like you're dishonoring your mother, because you really are thinking about what God wants for your life. So
No.
For whatever that.
No, I know. The thing is I know this, but the problem is that my mom gave me everything. She just everything of her. She invested everything into us as children, and I want to make her proud. I want us to be able to talk like we did when we were younger, when we were kids, or when, you know what I mean? And I just feel like now there's a barrier between us, and it's an educational barrier or something to do with a job status oriented barrier. And I just feel like I wish I could break through that and give my mom a hug and talk to her like we once did. And
you can.
Yeah, that's the other thing that's going on.
Well, the thing is that your barrier is status oriented, or your barrier is educational oriented, or your barrier is job oriented, but it's a barrier that can be broken. I cannot break through the barrier of death.
Wow. Yeah.
And my biggest thing for you, her ex, is show her you love her. Just show her you love her every day. Because if I could go back, you think I would go and chase my ex for that year?
No.
If I knew she was going to die the following year? No. I would spend it every single day hanging out with her. Getting to know her more. Understanding the type of person that she was, who she wanted to be, how she came to who she was, why she shows such unconditional love. Those are the things that I would focus on. Not on something temporary. And I know, she's temporary. Eventually she'll wither away, and hope it doesn't happen to you guys for a long time, but it happened to me. So yeah, man, appreciate her.
Yeah, thanks. I really appreciate those words.
No problem.
What about you, Omg? You've been awfully silent in reference to family and stuff like that.
Tell us.
How is it over here on this dimension?
Well, how about I just show you my next song, and then we'll talk about it.
All right.
I keep falling in my dreams. I keep falling in my dreams. I keep falling in my dreams to the ocean, and it sings all my favorite lullabies. I fall down but I don't die. I keep falling in fall down, but I don't die. I fall down, but I don't die. I fall down, but I don't die. I'm far from the road that I should be, the widest road in front of me. I walk straight. I keep falling in my dreams to the ocean and it sings all my favorite lullabies. I fall down but I don't die. I keep falling in my dreams to the ocean and it sings all my favorite lullabies. I fall down but I don't die. I fall down but I don't die. I fall down but I don't die. I'm close to the road that I should be, the narrow road in front of me. I walk straight. I keep falling in my dreams. I keep falling in my dreams, but I don't die. But I don't die. But I don't die. But when I die, I'll rise again.
Whoa. Honestly, that kind of hit me left field.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't even the same instrumental that me and her ex chose.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Why did you take this direction instead?
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, I remember listening to that instrumental, but I remember feeling like my voice would go better on something more classical. So I hit up my homie from Colombia, Diego Gómez, and he pretty much put something together for me, and that's kind of what came about.
Yeah. Diego Gómez is the one who's been doing my piano throughout this entire song too.
Yeah, me too.
But singing though,
Yeah.
I don't know. Just me personally, I was never really encouraged to sing. I was more encouraged to keep my mouth shut.
Neither was I.
Yeah, well, actually, that's the difference, because I've noticed that you guys seem to have similar family dynamics. But
Yeah.
me, when I grew up, my mom and my dad, they really loved each other,
Really?
They
Really?
always gave each other kisses, always,
Really?
my dad would do a bunch of love letters for my mom.
Wow.
And that's kind of where I picked up my love for writing. And my mom, she'd always be showing her affirmations of love, with her words, treat others the way you want to be treated. My mom, she was always a sucker for words of encouragement, so she always gave them to my dad, and that's kind of what I lived around, all the time. And so
Wow.
my mom, she always encouraged me to go pursue singing,
Amazing.
and go put myself out there more in regards to
Amazing.
my musical talents. So yeah.
Really? Yeah, that's so different from my story. And
Yeah.
that's, it's kind of all coming together. It's like the fact that you grew up in a completely different environment made you a specific way. And the fact that me and Sky, we grew up in a completely different environment,
Yeah.
it made us a different way. And I know for me personally, one of the reasons why I'm so obsessed with the concept of love and understanding it to the fullest is because I didn't live with that. And I knew that I didn't want to redo the same mistakes that I saw manifest in front of me as a kid.
Yeah. The same reason for me that I got so obsessed with being successful is because my mom was that same way when it came to success. She wanted me to have a stable job, and I was here investing all my time into my music, and I said no. One day I want to show her that I made it, and that's why I pushed myself so hard. So even through those tribulations and through that adversity, it pushed me to get myself to this level. But I'm not gonna lie, it sounds pretty nice to be able to grow up the way that you did, seeing all that love. And honestly, it's really encouraging me to work on myself, because one day in the future I hope to give that to my future children.
Yeah, honestly, I feel really fortunate, and now I feel even more fortunate hearing a different perspective from two different people who grew up with someone very similar, but just with an absence of love.
Yeah, and you know what I'm thinking, Omiji? Is it true, perhaps, that the fact that you saw such a stable relationship growing up, did like why your relationship with Jen, it worked out, first time around? Because Jen was like the girl I pretty much messed up everything on.
Me too.
And then I ended up correcting myself the second time around. But was it like that? Like, did you ever have some of the complications that we described earlier in regards to Jen?
No. See, that's the thing, is when you guys were talking about all the messed up things that you guys did to Jen, I couldn't believe my ears, I
Really?
definitely cherished her, in that regard. Now I would say that my lack of going out there in the world, kind of has me with my Achilles heel being women and lust. But in regards to how to treat her, she never complained about like 90% of the things that you guys described.
Wow.
Amazing.
Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah.
This is crazy, just different perspectives from different upbringings and how much of a drastic change it makes in our life.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So who wants to go next? We should switch up the order.
Well, since kind of we're on this topic, let's just say, let me go. Let's keep the same order one last time, because this one really it's burning my chest right now, and I just want to talk about it with you guys. But I feel like if you just heard the song first,
All right.
it would give better context
to
the entire situation. You guys cool with that?
Yeah, go ahead.
Of course. I mean, there is only one song left, so
True.
Technically we might as well just roll the original order to the end. So go ahead, Herex. Let's hear it.
All right, thanks, guys.
You mean me?
I mean, thanks, me.
Listening to my song on repeat. I care for you, but you love me. I feel the magic in my sleep. I hold my breath, but you still take it away. Let me talk about my past, why not? Cause your presence is the present monster 202. You know McDonald's, you better than that. You straight from the tree of Adam and Eve. So proud of you and the things you achieve, and the fruit you will bear while the baby's asleep. You know ordinary, colorful canary. Leg hair's bit hairy, but I don't care. Your heart's like dairy, cheese and some cherries. Cause you're sweet, and I like my bean and cheese. Burrito, 1 liter hot Cheeto, Coca-Cola, that's my soda. Popcorn, Sour Patch, eating while we both laugh. Ordering some DoorDash, Carl's Jr., oh yeah. Raising Cane's, Johnny Dane, gold grills on my fangs. Counting us before you sleep, you're right there but far from reach. Jesus talking, let him teach, I'm covered in all Adam's leaves. I know that God is mad at me, I'm acting like a Sadducee. So glad you're alive, love can change a life. You almost OD'd, don't ever leave me. You think that I'm perfect, but I'm not.
Well, it's a beautiful song. It sounds like you're talking about someone very special to you.
Yeah.
Perhaps I know them in my dimension.
Well, I mean, do you know Mana?
No, I
Yeah.
never met her before.
Neither have I.
Well, long story short, I met her a long time ago, but we kind of got reacquainted during COVID. And yeah, man, I mean, she did a few things messed up to me, and I was just very hard on her.
Yeah.
I was way too hard on her. And what's so funny is that you guys know my story. You know
Yeah.
how hard my ex was on me about the things that I did. And then now when I have the opportunity to grant someone mercy for them doing something to me,
Oh.
I couldn't give it to them. My anger, my hurt was too grand, and I took it out on her. And
Well, you can't be too hard on yourself.
no, but the thing is, I have to be hard on myself.
No.
That's how I learned my lesson the first time. With my ex, that's how I grew. I had to be extremely introspective, working on myself constantly to get to this point, because I have to scrub away with soap. I have to scrub away bad characteristics in myself to become a better individual, so that one day my future children don't have to live the same way that I had to.
But Omar.
I had a great childhood, okay? I did. I love my childhood. It's honestly so precious. But I also have dysfunction within me, and I know I do. And so I have to scrub and scrub and scrub and scrub away for the sake of the future.
Okay, I understand that. But you also have to look at the fact that God grants mercy. God grants mercy to you too, the same way that, yes, you should have granted mercy to her. But right now, it feels like you're taking on another big weight and burden. But give it up to God.
Yeah.
Give it up to God, and don't hold it all to yourself. You don't have to tackle it alone.
Yeah, I know. It's just, this girl was so great, guys.
Tell
You know
us.
that she would stream my music all night, just have it streaming on repeat.
Wow.
And she did this. I didn't even ask her to do it. She just started doing it.
Crazy.
She made me so many arts and crafts, so many things, like, telling me that she wanted to love me like Sarah and Abraham. That type of love, like a biblical love. Like, she wanted to give that to me. She was talking to me about the fact that she wanted to be a young wife, and I panicked. I got scared. I got scared of hearing that and letting go of things behind. And even then, when I was scared of leaving that behind, she even gave me more reassurance.
Wow.
This girl swallowed 58 pills of Tylenol trying to kill herself because she believed that life would be better without her. Can you guys register that for a second?
Wow.
Even though it was completely delusional that was going to make my life better, she really thought that, I don't know, guys, it's that
She was willing to go to that extent.
I knew she loved me so much.
Yeah.
And because of my past hurt, the hurt that I felt for her, I wasn't able to embrace that. And don't even get me started on her personality. Her personality, it helped me understand why things with my past didn't work out. It was like we were two discombobulated puzzle pieces that finally fit with each other.
Beautiful.
And we didn't fit with other people the same way that we did with each other.
Wow.
And I let it slip away. I did. And I could go on and on about all the wonderful things that she's done for me and the type of person that she is, but I genuinely hope that one day she realizes that to find someone whose personalities just mesh the ways ours did, and who's willing to be loyal to them, it's just, it's a hard thing to find.
This made me tear up a bit, man. I haven't found a girl like that in a very long time. Yeah, a very long time. I can't even trust anybody anymore, to be honest. I had a few girls just date me just to boost up their popularity and then kind of leave me, in the dust. And after that, I just grew too many walls to even remember.
Yeah. Wow. Well, hearing both of you guys' stories, it's making me feel a lot more fortunate about the situation that I have.
You should.
Knowing that someone's really gonna stick by my side.
Yeah.
But I mean, her ex. I mean, this girl that you're talking about. It sounds perfect for you.
Yeah, fight for her.
What are you gonna do about it?
I know. Well, the thing is, man, is that I feel like now I gotta leave it up to God. You know, finally, like, you know what I did for her, man?
What?
And honestly, I feel like it's not even as grand as all the things that she done for me, but I wanted to show her just how amazing our love was and is. So in 5 days, right? I wrote her a 77,000 page book.
What?
All dedicated to her, which is the size of a Harry Potter book. I don't know if you guys have that series out there.
Gosh.
I did that because I just wanted her to see that there needs to be no comparison with my past.
Yeah.
You know, I can write as many beautiful songs about her than I ever could about my past, because one is a temporary love, one is a type of love like a friend, but the other one has that opportunity to be that romantic love. And in the end, there is that one romantic love out there. I have to believe that.
That never-ending love.
You know?
Yeah.
But then again, you know, I'm back at that same point is, you know, she's her own person. You know, she has her own free will. And I have to put it in God's hands now, because if I try and tinker with it, I'm honestly scared that I'm going to mess it up.
Oh.
You know, I'm going to mess it up. And all I can really do is show love and let that person know that I love them, you know?
Yeah.
That I love them. And let the cards fall where they must. But if I'm being honest, this is so fresh to me. So I'm going to speak right from the heart. You guys can see the blood gushing from my heart right now just while I express this, but
Oh, my carpet's full of blood now.
I just don't feel like there's anybody else out there for me.
Oh.
I don't feel like I can go through that again, giving someone my heart and then them tossing it aside. I can't do that again. And I've talked to many girls, I've gone on hundreds of dates, and I've never met someone who made me laugh like her. And I hope that God pulls through for me right now.
Yeah. So, are you mad at her for leaving?
No. I would never be mad at her, you know. I really do love her. You know, there's a lot of misunderstandings. There's a lot of things, you know, she's young, she still's got to grow and understand certain truths. And I tried my best, and I can see where I've definitely committed error. But at the end of the day, I need someone who can also let go of the past, you know, someone who can forgive my past wrongs, because there's always going to be wrongs in a relationship, right? I mean, Omi-G, you're married.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, we have our fair share of tussles every once in a while.
Oh, you do?
But the main thing that we do is, at the end of the day, you know, we just sit down, and if something's bothering us, we just talk about it.
Good.
You know, we just be transparent, because if not, it just moves on to the next day, and the next day, and the next day. And we did that in the beginning of our marriage, and it piled up. And then after 2 years, I believe it was, all of a sudden, you know, she just had so many things that she disliked about me.
Wow.
And it was just, it was too much for our relationship. And so from that point on, we had to spend, you know, I think it was like 2 or 3 months really working on the past issues before we could even introduce any more of the new issues. But once we did and we were able to let them go, you know, things have been smooth sailing.
Wow.
Yeah, to be honest, I feel like I can't really talk too much about these real long-term relationships, but one thing that I do know, and I hope that you guys agree with me, is that 1 Corinthians 13:4-8, you know, the Bible verse about love, that's love.
100%.
And at the end of that, it says, love never fails.
Look at you.
And so if her ex, this girl, it was real love, then it won't fail.
Look at you, Mr. I'm distant from God, but still knows 1 Corinthians 13:4-8. Yo, tell me that runs deep with you too, Omi G.
No, it does, man. I've always had 1 Corinthians 13:4-8 really implicated into my
Let's
life.
go.
All right. Well, yeah. You know, I had my fair share of biblical scripture reading, okay?
All right.
So that was one of the first ones that I went to, and it's still stuck with me, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyways, come on, Omi G. Let's switch up the order since we're at the end
right.
and her ex needed to go first. You know, it was important.
Come on.
It was important.
All
but
right.
I say you go next.
All right.
Go ahead, Omi G.
All right, thanks. Well, this next one is one that I was actually never going to release, but perhaps maybe sharing it with you guys gives me the confidence to finally release it.
Raindrops trickling, I focus on what's right. And I realize you were the greatest investment of mine. And I realized you were just trying to correct my life, 'cause I was just so lost inside. I know you never left me, but I chose to. I chose to leave you at the time. I was consumed by your worldly mind. I chose to leave you at the time. I was confused by your worldly mind. Yeah. I'm not perfect, I smoke some weed. Ecclesiastes 2:3. Logan Paul found someone dead in the forest, and I almost killed someone with my words. Forgiveness is a sermon we hear. We don't side because we fear. If I posted, I have Logan's back. Right after Japan, I would be doing what's right, but I was ignoring God's plan. I was focused on the money, I was focused on the dream. I was focused on people switching stances and judging me. And judging me. I know you never left me, but I chose to. I chose to leave you at the time. I was consumed by your worldly mind. I chose to leave you at the time. I was confused by your worldly mind. Money. Look, money's the root of all evil. Mowing the lawns, casino, digging up holes and spinning these flows. I feel like I'm hanging with Sway. I'm not famous, written on my face. I love the mercy, the grace, the peace. 2 fingers up anytime I need her. God is my leader. I almost gave in to the lust, but then I beat her. I see the judgment in every function in life, which proves we have conformed to the patterns of life.
All right, Omi G. You better have a good reason why you're not gonna release that track.
Yeah, Omi G.
All right, well,
Let it out.
2 reasons, okay?
Tell
One is because, yeah, I talk about the times that I smoked weed, okay? And my mom doesn't know about it, all right?
Okay.
Yeah, I know. But the second one is, you know, I don't know if this happened in your guys' universe, but there was this guy, right? This famous YouTuber named Logan Paul, okay?
Yeah.
And
Nope.
a couple years back, he filmed someone who had passed away out in Japan in the suicide forest, right?
Okay.
And, you know, he made a mistake. And yes, it was a big mistake. But the entire world turned on him. And I thought to myself, I was like, what does the Bible tell us to do? You know, it tells us to forgive people.
Yeah.
You know, not to hold it over them.
Oh.
You know, I believe it's in Corinthians where it talks about the fact that they already know what they did wrong. Like, that's enough. You know what I mean? Like, he didn't need to be, you know, burned at the stake. Because then whenever we've done something wrong, we want a type of forgiveness that comes swiftly to our rescue. But then again, it's like, I felt like there was so much injustice there. And then I wrote the song, and then I thought to myself, why don't I want to release it? Because I'm scared of being condemned. I'm scared of people looking at me and, you know, judging me and being like, oh, well, that means you condone that type of behavior. Oh, filming people dead. It's like, no, I don't. But
Of course.
he made a mistake, man. You make mistakes all the time. If the camera was always on you, I'm sure you would make mistakes. And yeah, I guess I struggle with that, you know? I struggle with putting myself fully out there, and I struggle with, you know, with judgment. I'm scared to be judged. I'm scared people are going to look down on me.
Oh, well, brother. Well, you are about to learn a lesson.
All right,
because
tell me.
I have to deal with that all the time.
I thought so.
I've already tried to be canceled. Like, I can't even name them, to be completely honest. There's so many that I just have to forget about it.
Crazy.
Because at the end of the day, anything you say is always gonna rub one person off wrong. Like, let's just say you say, oh, I love God. He's like, what? So you don't care about, I don't know, other religions out there? It's like, you're always gonna rub someone off the wrong way. You know, there's always gonna be friction in the air. The thing is that, are you okay with your decisions? That's where I found my peace.
Yeah. And also just coming from a biblical standpoint as well. I mean, at the end of the day, it really matters what God thinks of us. You know, I kind of always envisioned this scene in my mind where you're on stage and every single person in the audience is booing at you, right? Everyone, they're throwing rotten tomatoes at you. They're throwing the overpriced popcorn at your face, and they're complaining at things that you said or you did. But there's one person in the back clapping for you, right? One person. And if that person is Christ, then your life was a success. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I do know what you mean.
Never thought about that way.
Man, honestly, both your guys' perspectives really, really helped me out. And I'm looking forward to releasing the song. And yeah, the only other thing I gotta get by is the fact that Jen absolutely hates this type of, you know, controversial topics.
Oh, well, to be honest, the Jen I dated, she was a little bit of the same way, you know, just the way that she was raised. And yeah, she just cared a lot about what people thought.
Of course.
But at the end of the day, man, you know, you gotta ask yourself, are we here to please God or are we here to please man? Or in this case, woman. But yeah, man, hopefully you can figure that out because that's between you and your wife. So good luck with that.
Thank you. Well, you guys aren't married yet. Hopefully you guys get married and join the same ball and chain as myself, but
we'll see.
No, to be honest, I know now that I have a different perspective and I'm able to explain that to her, and she is a really understanding person, so I hope that she'll be able to see. And you know, we still have a whole life to live together, so there's always growth for both of us. Yeah, that's what I'm hopeful for.
Good.
Yeah, man, I wish you the best.
Thanks.
Yeah, hopefully you can be rocking stages in this universe and still be pushing that positive message, because the fact that you know more biblical scripture than me makes me feel and say with confidence that you could definitely be making a huge impact in today's era.
Yeah, thank you so much, Scott. I appreciate that. And what about you? You know, you still have your song to show us.
Guy.
I'm curious to see which direction you took with it.
Let's see.
All right. Let me pull it up real quick. Let me know.
Take the key, open my mind, look inside and see all my insecurities, all the things that made me me. Sitting on a rooftop looking at all of y'all. J. Cole, Proverbs 25, 24. Wayward women wander in the street, wayward men dirtying up the sheet. All that and the pines,
so famous I'll skip the line. Worst can be scary when scripture's alive, cause you could be living an opposite life. And I could be Christian just hiding my life from the public. Yu-Gi-Oh deck got summoned skull 2500 HP, and I'm fighting the toooo world version of me. Her body count high, but she a virgin to me. Talking about what they want, but not what they need. I was wondering if you and I could talk just for a second. How the grass is greener on the other side of a dementia. How you trying to escape discipline with depression. And if TNT tripped off DNT success I want, but air I need yeast dust on my feet. Money's just a bunch of leaves. Naked first woman Eve. Eden we had to leave. God gives and takes it away. He takes it away. People take their accolades and rub them in your face, but behind the darkest closet, things they wish would go away. Way I dealt with my past made me happy with my present, and I sorta love the sadness, cause it made me learn my lesson. I was wondering if you and I could talk just for a second. How the grass is greener on the other side of a dementia. How you trying to escape discipline with depression. And if TNT tripped off DNT success I want, but air I need yeast dust on my feet. Money's just a bunch of leaves. Naked first woman Eve. Eden we had to leave. God gives and takes it away. Shouts out my ex, sorry if I make it big, and some people ask for a pic. Sometimes I think about you and I cry. We have dialogue in my mind. In those conversations you're always so nice. There's not a bone in my body that didn't feel sorry, that doesn't still love you and wish you the best. I pray for the man who's holding your hand. I view you so highly like Travis is Kylie, highest in the room. So imagine just how much I love you.
Wow. Wow, honestly, that was definitely one of my favorites. That
Yeah.
I was wondering if you you sounded like a cowboy on that one. I
He
loved it.
did, he
Oh,
did.
you guys like that? I was wondering if you and I could talk just for a second. How the grass is always greener on the side of a dimension.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's
good.
great to just share this stuff with you guys. I can't believe that we're able to experience this. You know?
Yeah, well, I can't believe that it's over though.
I
You know, we already
know.
did showed each other our 3 songs, so
Yeah.
that's it.
But it doesn't have to be over.
Ooh.
Okay, we still have the next 3 days to just hang out and chill. We could make, some more music together.
Okay, all right. Listen, OMG, I will make some more music with you, but you have to promise me
Oh,
that you're going to release every single song that we make, and if it be in your heart, you're gonna push forward to try to make it in this music career. Okay?
Oh, come on,
yeah.
OG.
All right.
You promise though?
Yes, I promise.
Woo, let's go. Wait, so this is happening for sure.
Well, listen, I can't speak for OMG, but we are the same person, and I know that when I give my word, I do it. Am I right?
Yeah, you're right. All right, let's do it. Well, come on.
Let's go.
What should be our first subject matter?
Okay, well, listen. How about I go message...
You mean?
Oh, shoot. I mean, I guess OMG, you have to message Sheepy.
Yeah.
And then we just get a few beats and we'll just try to discuss something. What do you think, Sky?
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. But I
Alright.
feel like we've been talking, and even though we've gotten into some deep matter, I want to know, what are you guys into? Body parts of a woman. Come on.
Oh,
You know what I mean? Just keep it real. Keep it candid.
Listen. Sky, I don't kiss and tell, all right?
What do you mean you don't kiss and tell, OMG? You've only kissed one girl.
Wow.
You've already told us everything.
Whoa.
All right, Herex, chill. But he's got a point. Come on, OMG. You told me you have a lustful eye. Just keep it
on.
honest. You're literally around the closest thing you can possibly get to a brother. This is you. Come on.
Okay. All right. So,
What?
I purposely try not to watch pornographic films.
Okay.
I just feel like it's too, dark, and you know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah.
I just feel like I journey too far down the rabbit
Come on,
hole.
Omi G, just spit it out.
Okay, I like big tits, and I like, a pretty well-sized ass, but mostly the tits, okay? Alright? Like, imagine hentai, okay? Like, a woman
Hentai.
who's living in this hentai world just comes to life
Uh-huh.
and becomes a real human being, okay? That's what I'm into. Are
Okay.
you guys happy now?
Yeah, we're happy.
Yep.
Okay, okay. All right, I'm gonna spill the beans, all right?
What, Sky?
I dated a girl, back in my universe. Perfect tits, right? I mean, just voluptuous watermelons, okay? And I was also a dream of mine, okay, Omiji? We shared that similar interest.
We got good
but
taste.
once I got it, it was just like, okay,
What?
And then I had to talk to this person, and our connection, personality-wise, didn't really connect. So, yeah, but I've done it, okay? It's nice, but it's just a temporary satisfaction.
Yeah. Well, how about this? How about when you go back
What?
to your universe, you stop having those temporary satisfactions and you try to find a girl you have a real emotional connection with, okay? And then
All
when
right.
you stop chasing after all these lustful beings, then you come back to my universe and tell me that, yeah, it's not worth chasing, okay? Because the second I see you with a ring on your finger and giving up all those temptations, well then, brother, I shall believe you.
Oh, okay, well, her ex, I see you oohing a whole lot, but you haven't even displayed what it is that you're attracted to.
Yeah,
Okay.
come on.
All right, Sky, you just gonna pin me against the wall
Yup.
and make me confess. Well,
Yup.
fine. All right. Hey, Omi G, you're not
What?
alone, brother. All right. I'm into the same thing.
Oh, yeah?
But before that, I was into something else. I was all about the face. Oh, man, they had to be prime, pristine, model-like faces.
Oh.
And you know what, Omi G? That got tired, and then I wanted the body. And then guess what? Once I get the body, I'm sure I'm gonna want something else.
Always.
In the Bible where it says the eye never gets enough of seeing, and the ears never gets enough of hearing.
Yeah?
That's true.
Mm.
And it sucks because it's just a bottomless pit. A bottomless pit that no matter how many women you're able to be with, it never gets filled.
Ooh. Well, I think that we found our next subject matter. What do you guys think?
I think you're right, Omiji. I think you're right.
The spirit's willing, but the flesh is weak. Hentai with some big titties, small waist, girl of my dreams. Hentai haven in reality. Hentai haven in reality. That body, my fantasy. Ready, set up, 1, 2, 3, go. Addicted to the lips, I done kissed about 100 chicks. Big tits, ass thick, still on my checklist. Eyes never get enough of seeing, lungs never get enough of breathing. Lust has overtaken me. Been with 10 out of 10s, rich girls driving daddy's Benz. I'm still not satisfied. Half the time I can't remember how we spent the night. Wasted dreams, where they be? Temporary memories. Half the time I can't remember how we spent the night. Wasted dreams, where they be? Temporary memories. The spirit's willing but the flesh is weak. Hentai with some big titties, small waist, girl of my dreams. Hentai haven in reality. Hentai haven in reality. That body, my fantasy. Ready, set up, 1, 2, 3, go. Addicted to the lips, I done kissed about 100 chicks. Big tits, ass thick, still on on my checklist. Eyes never get enough of seeing, lungs never get enough of breathing. Lust has overtaken me. Been with 10 out of 10s, rich girls driving daddy's Benz. I'm still not satisfied. Lust has overtaken me. Lust has overtaken me. Spirit's willing but the flesh is weak. Small waist with some big titties. Well, hi, girl of my dreams. Your body, my fantasy. But once I got it, then what? Personalities, I lust you, but that's far from love. I don't know what to say. I don't feel a connection. She felt used, and we both still stuck in depression.
Oh man, that was so fun to make. Hey, Omi-G, remember our promise though. I said that if we hopped on this, you have to release this. That means Jen's about to hear that you like big tits.
Oh, come on.
Hey, but listen, Omi-G, this is good.
What?
Transparency in an artistry is good. So people can actually see what you're about. You know, there's someone out there who's dealing with this exact same type of lust, man.
True.
Who's married out there and dealing with this. You know, you can reach those people. All right? So,
Yep.
congrats, dude.
Yeah. It sounded great until you guys started laughing at the end of your statements.
Come on.
We're sorry.
We're only joking literally with each other, so it's all good.
Okay. All right, fine. Well, let's verge out of here, okay? Because I'm a little tired of the Jen jokes. Yeah, you guys are all just salty that you guys didn't get Jen in your universe, all right?
Ooh.
Ha ha ha.
Okay, yeah. We're definitely not salty about that, man. I'm sorry to break it to you, but
Yeah,
you're right,
whatever.
okay? You're right. Let's veer out of here, okay?
All right,
Let's veer
all
out.
right.
Okay. Listen, her ex, honestly, we've been a bit tough, okay?
True.
You think?
Omi-G actually grew up in a very nice home, a reality that we wish we had, and
True.
if anybody could make Jen happy, it's definitely you. It wasn't us.
Okay,
True.
thank you.
Definitely not at the state that we were at.
Thank you.
So, come on, man. Come on. Her ex, let's give Omi-G a round of applause, for reals. Come on.
Thank
All
you.
right, Omi-G. All right.
I'm serious, man. Come on.
Okay,
you.
all right.
Thank you.
All right, you deserve this.
I'll be here all week, okay?
Good. Well, tell us a little bit about Jen, at least in this universe. But
Okay.
you already told us all the nice things. I'm curious to know what it is that, is kind of disconnecting you guys.
Yeah, the bad stuff.
Okay. Well, it's interesting and ironic because the thing disconnecting us is actually supposed to be the thing that connects all of us,
What is it?
our phones. And social media in particular. Sometimes we're just out at dinner and she has her phone out, scrolling through Twitter, or like has her phone out, scrolling through Instagram. And to be honest, like, because she started doing it so much, I started doing it. I start scrolling through Instagram, and what's so crazy about the Instagram algorithm is that you start looking at one picture, and if you look at that picture for a little too long, it tells the computer, oh, this is what he's into. This is what's going to take his attention. And then what do you see on your feed? Well, a bunch of pictures that look exactly like the one that you were looking at.
You mean big tits?
Yes. And in my case, that, okay?
All right. Well, listen, I have experiences with that as well. I'm not going to lie. I scroll a little too long.
Yeah.
Ours isn't called Instagram, but I'm guessing it's the one that has a bunch of videos and pictures, and you just scroll and you have your profile. Yeah. Listen, we have that as well, and I can be stuck hours looking at that stuff. And what sucks is sometimes I'm looking at that stuff and I compare myself to these people,
Yeah.
Like, wow, they look so happy, This
Fake.
person has a big smile on their face. Like, why is it that I have more in my life and I don't have that smile on my face? And it's just, it's a facade, it's a mirage. If you really went up close to them, I'm sure they would just vanish and disappear. Because it's fake. It's completely fake.
Good point.
Definitely. Okay. So this is our subject matter. I can already tell that we're going to really tackle this issue because all three of us have some sort of passion in regards to this topic.
Yep.
But before we start this song, Omg, I just gotta say this.
What?
When it comes to you and your woman,
Uh-huh.
if you don't want her to use her telephone at dinner, or if you want her to stop using her phone that much in general, you have to lead by example, my friend.
Yeah.
If you want anything to happen, you have to lead by example.
Yeah, you got a
Yeah,
point.
that's true. But her ex, you have to lead by example. So when you tell your kids, oh, I really went out to chase my dream, and you know that the thing that separated you from fully chasing your dream was fear, you have to tell them it was fear. But you still have the opportunity to go and face that fear.
You can do
so if
it.
you're gonna tell Omg that he's gotta go and live by example, then you got to do the same, brother.
True.
All right? Because I want to see you make it, okay? I want to see you make it.
Honestly,
What?
that almost left me speechless because
Oh.
for so long, it's been so hard to find people who really believe in me. Other than this last girl, Mana, that I was with, I could name very few amounts of people who really believed in me. Like, I believed that they believed in me, And that's why I had to believe in myself. And even in this universe, I have you guys, which is me, having to believe in myself. But I'm super appreciative for those types of encouragement. And you're right, Sky. I am going to have future kids one day. And I've been writing to them for 7, almost 8 years now.
Let's go.
I need to show them with my actions, not simply with my words.
That's right.
Thank you. And let's see what we cook up with this one. Yeah, Sheepy, did Sheepy send you the beat, Omg?
Yeah. So Sheepy sent me a good sample pack, so we have a few different instrumentals to pick from.
All right, gentlemen. Well, let's get to work.
Overstimulate another gram, double tap, one pick, suggestion. Same type of women, a billion distractions. Your phone is your captain and it tosses you overseas. Hopes that you drown in the products it feeds. Jealousy from the apple tree. Adam and Eve. Adam and Eve. Products that leaves. Adam and Eve. Adam and Eve. Gucci the T. Adam and Eve. Adam and Eve. Louis the V. Things we don't need. I get it, fashion's a form of expression. Not when it's used as a form of comparison. Don't get embarrassed, your heart is what matters. I'm tired, I'm changing the narrative. You think these rappers be caring, they do, but more for their pockets and less for you. Don't shoot the messenger, but if you do, realize I said this, they hand you the truth. Clothes don't make the man made the clothes. How? Being observant, working on my lows. How? Jesus Christ, reading scriptures, light illuminates the night. Alright, excess to feel moonlight, and I didn't want to talk, so I said goodnight. I'm getting out of here, I don't like to talk much, but I really care. Res mundane, we working through our pain. Stop distractions, take that phone out your face. Wake up and reach for my phone and I feel so connected but also alone. And I know that it's good but it's bad, like a dopamine crash. If you earned it all last, but it's gone in a flash. Relying on products to give you a chance with your girl of your dreams is a waste. The girl of your dreams should focus on more than your outer appearance and how much you make. Hey. How much you make. Overstimulate another gram, double tap, one pick, suggestion. Same type of women, a billion distractions. Your phone is your captain and it tosses you overseas. Hopes that you drown in the products it feeds. Jealousy from the apple tree. Adam and Eve. Adam and Eve. Products that leaves. Adam and Eve. Adam and Eve. Gucci the T. Adam and Eve. Adam and Eve. Louis the V. Things we don't need. Things we don't need. Things we don't need.
Alright, her ex. You go first.
Okay. Cops light flashing as I look right past. Looking at this girl and she shatter like glass. Tell her that I love her and she go ahead and leave. Why is it that she so empty? One day she love me, then the next she gone. Just like my favorite song. One day in my cranium, the next it's off. In a spaceship far away. Far away. Always trying to go and
and chase something that don't want you back. Done it 4 years, man, I'm done with that. I'm done with that. Go ahead, Sky.
Yeah. Yeah, premeditated murder, people tryna kill me. She's saying she in love with me, well death please. Come quick, cause the lies are deadly. She tell me she entangled, but she hate me. I don't get the lies, I don't get the truth. Why is it this girl wanna hit the booth with me only when my diamonds shining, glistening? Kanye signed me, man, the rest of them is faking it, Love is blind, I done been blind, far too many times. Told her I'm a lover, really meant it, but she don't wanna show for me. Well then get the kids and get out.
Ooh. Favorite dream real quick, I done dreamed it every time that I spit. I told this one girl I cannot hang because I already got my wife and she main chick. Only thing that I wanna do is reminisce about the times we have had. Every time I glance right past that glass, please, I don't need the vices, but I've been so decisive, and I've been looking at the comma figures when I write this. Cause if I focused on the money like the rest of them, I would have already made it just like Sky did. I would have made it just like Sky did. Who wants to go next?
Just like, find one more time, let me go and, yeah, just go shine, like the stars above when I think about you, just between us, I really loved you, and I said it, man, I said it. Bro, the beat's under. Should we continue?
Yeah, let's do it. What are you guys feeling? Like the same type of vibe or different?
No, let's go different.
Okay.
All right.
Well, let's just go a little old school with this one. What do you guys think? Let me know.
Nice.
Ooh, Omi G,
Right?
come on. Come on, Omi G, you go.
Okay. Listen, I don't count digits, never did. Looking at this one girl and I popped the lid. She wanna go and bust guns with bust tools every time I spit it when she run back at it. Don't understand back addicts. This girl looking like a crack addict. I must be her drug, cinnamon. This one girl tell me that she into us. Ooh, you're into us, well you're into me. Baby girl, me and my guy, we speak. Holy Spirit vibes every time I look at this one girl. She climb above cloud 7. Looking at this one girl resurrected, Lazarus type of ish. Looking at this one girl, told me she possessed. Oh please keep that demon off of my chest. It don't matter, darkness is below the ladder of light, and I got light inside of my mic, and I spit it real quick. Go ahead, her ex, tell him what it is.
Yeah, what it is, and when God inside of me, I believe no MC can defeat me. Watch one day, I'ma go in just the top 9, top 5, every time that I go and shine, I'ma be that type of guy, but right now, low-key, I'ma keep it more low-key than Locksmith be. I'ma keep it more low-key than this girl be. When she hitting up my line, oh, you know who you be. I don't gotta spit it like that, though. I don't spit toxic every time with my own flows. I don't spit it venomously. I ain't venomously inclined to be with thee, but I guess one day she's snakishly. So I cut the grass, and then I see all the demons that come right back. Oh, they tried to get me, but they cannot be, because they is not even closer to me. And I told my God that I'll ride till I die, and that's just the type of guy he made me lie. To this one girl, tell her that you love her, tell her that you love her, tell her that I did. Looking at this one girl, man, I guess that I spit a little too long. Go ahead, Sky, tell him how you came from the heavens above, and then go ahead and tell him where they run to.
They run but they cannot hide. I never commit suicide. My life too graciously, I see the greatest peak.
I hope one day she'll see that it's all she needs to be. She just needs to love the image inside of that big old mirror. While I look at it, my confidence is peaking like the Everest. I done told this girl I will not wanna be with her, but she go ahead and still wanna be with me. Even more sadly, the reverse psychology be working on these women so sadly. I don't wanna saddle on that horse if it go into a Porsche that she wanna take from me. When the divorce settles in, and this one small baby girl, she's let him in, and she go ahead wearing all my lettermans. Yeah, she wanna be on the team, but she ain't on the team, nor did she play any type of games to me. Well, she played me like an Xbox 360 and PS3 and whatever game she been into, but we
We disconnected, understand studio sessions, it's not therapy sessions. I've been trying to confess my wrongs to my God on the low key, so I don't go ahead and crawl back to my girl so she can be my stabilization. I gotta be stable on my own. God got my back, he got my crutch. If I crush and I fall, I ain't get drunk. I don't need alcoholic tendencies. I don't go to AA meetings, but I went to divorce care last week. And shouts out to the people in divorce care. May God be with thee, and may he heal your wounds, and may all these tunes from the death hollows be something that become beautiful roses and Rosetta Stones, so you can speak languages to people across the globe. And tell this one girl, man, it's time to go. And I've been on my Kanye-ish, even though I ain't signed like Sky is. Woo! Go ahead. Oh, baby, yeah, give me that head. Wait, what is this? Oh man, she went down to that hole like an ostrich.
Wow.
Oh, nice.
Wow. Amazing. Amazing.
Oh, that was great. All right. We gotta do one more.
Oh yeah.
That was a great way to end it. I'm not gonna lie, but let's do one more.
All right. Well, the thing is, what type of beat should we do?
All right, let me pick one up real quick. Let me know what you guys think about this one.
Yeah, I like this. Yeah, how about we talk about someone special on this one, whoever that may be.
All right.
Hey, you are far away right now, but you're still inside my heart. You must be the same today like yesterday. I see memories fading far from me. Let me be transparent. I can see you in my future, my tomorrow, my today, my forever, ever after. Every time I say, I love you, your name always comes to mind. I can see your face, your features when I close my eyes. Ever since I was a young kid, you had my back, I could see it. I was a bit frustrated when I was growing up. They told me as a kid I wasn't meant for great things. What a greatness be. Sometimes that 180 HD type of kid who rockin' all concerta flows, but never took concerta pills cause he didn't need them though. He focused on one thing. You taught me to believe in me. Even if the world tell me I'm not meant for greatness, you told them to leave. But when I got older, you told me, gotta get realistically with my dreams. Well, mama, one day when I see you in heaven, I'ma show you all the diamond chains that hung around my neck. And I'ma show you how I made something out of nothing. And I'ma show you how you actually inspired something inside of me. And mama, I'ma tell you, you was my dream in this whole world. I wish you was my reality. Yeah, you was mine and I take you for granted. I cannot be that type of guy. I wanna evolve past the fakeness and truly love you in this moment in time. So when I get back, I'ma do my chores. I'ma remind you how great you is. And even if you don't believe it, I'ma reassure you every time I say it. Cause mama, you the greatest. I'm sorry for the things that I but please accept my apology. Hey, OMG,
what
I'm
about
sorry.
me? Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I
You just left me.
something was calling me. I was like, I really want to spit something right now.
It's fine. It was honestly good bars. But listen,
Thanks.
guys, I gotta go get us some food.
Yes.
Pizzas?
Yeah.
Pizza's okay?
Yeah, vegetarian.
Yeah.
Vegetarian? Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, I'll head out. Great freestyle session.
Yep.
I'll be back. Yeah, I don't know. 20, 30 minutes?
All right, man.
Sounds good.
Drive safe.
Yeah, thanks.
All right, he's gone. So, what do you think? Do you think we have enough time?
I don't know. Honestly, I think if we really focus in, we should be able to
Yeah,
finish.
yeah. Okay. So, let's hop to it, yeah?
Yeah, let's do it. Oh, man, it's just if he would leave for a little longer, he's only 30 minutes each time.
You know what? Well, hey, listen. All labor brings profit.
Ooh,
All right.
Did you just quote scripture?
Yeah.
You just quoted scripture.
I did.
Scott.
All right. Chill. All right. Come on. Let's hop to it.
All right, guys. Get it while it's hot.
Hey, let me get the pizza for you real quick.
Okay, thanks.
All right. Go ahead, Herex. Tell him.
Okay, Omi-G.
What?
Sorry, we're gonna have to blindfold you for a second.
No, it better not be what I...
No. It's not some funny business. We don't have some big tits girl here waiting to
Jeez.
please you. No. It's a surprise that Sky and I have been working on.
What is it?
All right. So, we wanted to give you this gift because you're the one who's been going out shopping for us and making us food every single day, and we're very appreciative. And so every single time that you left, go ahead, tell them.
All right, so
Huh.
we've been working on a song just for you.
Really?
One of the songs that SHEEPY sent, and we just want to dedicate this one to you. We even got Diego Gómez to hook us up with a piano part in it. And yeah,
Whoa.
I feel like it's a song that only you can connect to. So let us know what you think.
Yep.
Wow. Okay. I'm excited. What is it called?
It's called
Go ahead.
Wedding Day.
So that when times get
Oh,
tough and
wow.
you see that beautiful, gorgeous Scarlett Johansson body woman on the other side giving you the eye,
Uh-huh.
you'll always remember that even though you never got to touch those big, voluptuous tits that Sky got to,
Oh my gosh.
you still got to be with a woman who loves you.
True.
Yeah.
And may that love last forever. To you guys.
Cheers. Okay. I'm gonna open a bottle of Martinelli's.
All right.
We're about to celebrate this.
All right.
Don't play the song yet, okay?
No, don't worry, we won't.
Yeah.
Psych. You're in
Wow.
a marriage, brother. You gotta get used to not getting your way.
Oh, don't say that.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny for you to say, Herex.
Uh-huh.
How about we all talk about our girlfriends? Oh wait, you ain't got one.
Okay, all right. Too soon, though. Come on, Omi-G. Too soon.
Okay, you're right. You know, it does say in the Bible, bad company corrupts good morals.
Oh, shoot. All right. Okay, OMG, chill. Just go
Good
get that Martinelli's. We'll wait for you.
Good one.
Don't break your vows. Don't find another lover. If you break any of those, she's the love of my life. You better love her till she lay in the grave. If times get tough, think of your wedding day. May I say one thing? I thought you and I would be forever, but now times get tough, think of your wedding day. May I say one thing? I thought you and I would be forever, but now that must die. You better love her till she lay in the grave. If times get tough, think of your wedding day in May.
Honestly, guys, thank you so much for that song. That really meant a lot. I really appreciate it.
No problem, man. You can play it in your guys' anniversary.
Yeah, definitely.
Wow.
It's crazy, man. I think you told me, right, Omiji, there's only 1 day left, and
Yeah.
she's coming.
Yeah, my mom will be back 7 o'clock tomorrow.
Okay.
So get prepared, Sky, with, what you want to do,
Yeah.
I actually called her and she said that she'd be down to meet for dinner when she got back.
Good.
Okay.
So, yeah, man, it's just going to be you and her having dinner. We're definitely going to have to put a little bit of makeup on because you have that 666 tattoo. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I think it's a little too recognizable since it's on your face.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, Sky, I was gonna ask, why do you have a 666 tattoo? You were telling me, that you strayed a little bit from the faith, but I don't think that you strayed all the way to the other side, right?
No. The thing is, I actually got the face tattoo once I started getting back into Christianity.
Huh?
Wait. Well, wait, one sec. So, you got the 666 tattoo once you were already a Christian?
Yes.
No way.
How does that work?
Well, I got the 666 tattoo once I was already a Christian because I realized that within Christianity there was so much judgment. I read 1 Samuel, I think it's
1 Samuel?
the one about the fact that God looks at the heart while man looks at
16
appearance.
verse 7.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. 1 Samuel 16 verse 7. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And I looked at that verse and I really thought about that. I was like, God looks at the heart, not the appearance. And I looked out at the crowd and I saw so many people who didn't match, the cookie cutter Christian who's at church with his nice suit on, nice pair of shoes, has a nice loving family back home. And I sympathized with the people out in my audience and I told myself, I'm like, Christ came for the sick. He didn't come for the healthy. What is our purpose if we're not trying to reach the people who are not yet inside the gospel? And I feel like one of the reasons we're unable to reach them is because we fear so much to play this perfect, I'm a perfect individual, I'm this perfect being. But in reality, we're so far from it. And even Christians who are so indoctrinated within the truth are that far from it. So I'll look like the worst of them, What is the most anti-Christian thing that you can possibly think of? Well,
The devil.
777 is the Lord's number, and 666 is the devil's number. And I thought to myself, well, just because someone has a 666 tattoo, or just because somebody has a pentagram tattoo, or just because somebody has, like wearing all black and, listening to heavy metal, that doesn't mean that they don't have a relationship with God. I wanted to distort the mind of the people who listen to me or who even look up to me and be like, hey, wait a second. Perhaps I've been judging too much on the appearance and not at the heart. See, the thing is like we can't conform to the patterns of this world. We have to evolve past it into a more Christ-like mentality. And what was there, like tax collectors at the time? They were like almost seen as criminals. They were seen like the lowest scum. And Christ had dinner at
one of their houses, you know?
Yeah, he did.
And believe it or not, there's other reasons why I got it as well. But honestly, I just feel like I've been talking for way too long.
No. You can keep going.
But just one final point that I want to mention.
All right.
You know, at the end of the day, isn't it going to be God the one who decides if I go up to heaven? Isn't he going to be the final judge? And when I read that, only God can judge, I thought to myself, on this earth, we have this entire mentality skewed.
Yeah.
You know, and I wanted to help combat that. It's like, we're not the ones supposed to be judging.
Wow.
It's supposed to be God judging us. Because the thing about God is he judges fairly, unlike us.
Wow.
Sky.
Wow.
You continue to inspire me, man.
Oh,
Like,
stop.
I'm telling you, I've been so deep in the faith, reading scripture every single day for, I don't know now, 10 years. And I can read a Bible verse a million times. And in the parable of the house on the rock, it even states this. It's not about simply reading it. It's about the application of it.
Yeah.
And the fact that you were willing to just be so fearless and on fire for the Lord.
Yeah.
You know, and put yourself out there, because I'm sure people don't look at you the same ever since you did that.
Yeah,
because
definitely.
because of the fact that you wanted to, I mean, come on, Omiji, finish it off for me. I just can't right now.
Okay, I'm a little speechless too, because it's inspiring. It's inspiring. You're actually utilizing your platform to make a positive difference. At the same time, you're coming off as the villain.
Wow.
You know, I mean, I guess that's one of the reasons they call you sheep in wolf's clothing. You know, it's inspiring, man. And kudos to you, brother, for reals. And
thanks,
I wish you
guys.
the best in your ministry. And
Stop.
I really hope that God sees this and rewards you, because I don't have
appreciate
the
that.
guts to do what you did.
Yeah, neither do
You know,
I.
to risk it all, to have people look down on you. You know, it's inspiring, man.
It really is, Sky.
I appreciate it, guys, but you're giving me way too much credit.
I don't think so.
The thing is, man, is that, you know, in my universe, I have no one left to impress, you know, except God, you know, and that's pretty much it, and myself. But I don't have a close relationship with my brother. No, we haven't had a good one in years. And with my dad, I haven't been close to my dad, well, since ever.
Ever? Come on. You're really not close to your dad at all?
No. Me and my dad were just two different people, you know. We're like almost cut from a different cloth. And I don't know, I just feel like him and we just don't connect. I don't know. Her ex, how are you and your dad?
Yeah. Well, me and my dad, we used to be that way. And why I say we used to be that way, but I still kind of agree that it feels like we're both cut from different cloths, is that one day I just went up to him and I was like, Dad, you know, these things like from the past, like, you know, they hurt me, you know, things that you said. You know, he can also have a big temper at times, and there were certain things, that when in my childhood, you know, they really hurt me. And I just feel like we're two completely different people, but you know, I knew that my situation is going to stay my situation, regardless of how many times I throw coins into a wishing well. It's always going to stay the same. And so I understood my lot, and I just accepted it. And so I went up to him and I finally talked things out, and it's been, you know, many years in the making, but, you know, maybe like 7 or 8 years. And we've definitely been improving over time. So
that's good.
You know, there's hope, Sky. There's hope. Have you even tried to do that?
No. The thing is, I feel like it's his duty to do it. You know, he's older than me. You know, he's more responsible than me. At least he should be.
Yeah. I mean, you're right, Sky. But what if he never does it?
Yeah.
You know, if you know the right thing, if you are the more responsible one in a situation, regardless of age, you should do something about it. You know, you should go up to him and talk things out, because you got to face the problem. Whatever it is that he did in your universe, you know, you gotta just come clean with it. This hurt me, you know, that hurt me, and then push past it and see if, now that time has passed, see how he feels about certain things.
Yeah. And just let me add one thing, Omg.
Yeah, go ahead.
I also feel like it's not simply just telling him, but being able to just forgive him.
Yes.
Remember, we were talking about this earlier. It's like we want forgiveness.
Yep.
We want mercy from people in humanity, yet no one ever gives it. At times, you have to show love and break the cycle of hate.
Yes.
You know, you have to break the cycle of hate.
Yes.
Because if you wait for the other person to break it,
Never
it may
happens.
never happen.
Yep.
Yeah, you guys both got really great points, and that's definitely something I'm gonna reflect upon.
Good.
Honestly, forget it. Not even reflect upon. I have to do it.
Yes.
You know, I'm out here.
Do it.
Also, I remember preaching to you, her ex, about the fact that
You did.
You know, we have to. If you say you want to become a role model, well, you have to become a role model and actually do it with your actions.
Yeah.
And if I'm trying to show Christ to the world, you know, it can't just be by, you know, being kind to a few strangers. You know, it has to be being kind to the people who hurt me most. You know, like it says, love our enemies, right?
Love our enemies.
Yes.
That's it, Sky.
That's it.
Well, I mean, it seems like you've really grown in your relationship with God, you know, throughout this process.
Thanks.
Yeah, you've grown in your relationship with God, and I think in the process we've grown in our rap skills by having you around.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thanks, guys. I really appreciate that.
Thank you,
and,
man.
No problem.
You know, we still got a night. All right, we still got a night.
true.
And I remember you were telling me, Omi-G, that there's this one instrumental you really liked that had. What was that sample?
Shiloh Dynasty.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's it.
Shiloh Dynasty. And,
Alright.
and you know what I was thinking is it has 3 different parts. So I'm thinking, Sky, you can go first,
Okay.
right? Then we can have
You, Omg, you. You.
me. I'll go. Okay. And then you, her ex. A little switch up on the orders, all right, for one final time.
All right,
So what do you guys think?
That's good. That's good.
Yeah,
as
good.
long as I'm in the end, because I've been the first this entire time. My bad.
Yeah, you got to give other people a shot, her ex.
All right. Well, let's do this, guys.
Yes, let's do it.
Sky, since this is our last night together, I just want to say that I wish you the best.
Yeah.
And with whatever happens tomorrow, I hope it brings you the fulfillment that you want.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I speak for both of us that this has been one of the greatest experiences of my life and so needed. At least for me, I feel like I've grown so much from both of you. And
Yeah.
honestly, I'm just beyond thankful.
Yeah, Scott. I gotta say as well, you know, I feel like before I met you guys, I was, you know, living this comfortable life, and I realized that I gotta put myself out there more, you know? I have talents as well, and
Yeah, you do.
I need to be showing them, showcasing them to the world. I can't just be hiding in my own little protective shell of happiness, you know? I know that life was very good to me because of the family that I was raised in, but I can't just hide behind comfort. You know, I have to put myself in uncomfortable situations because there's other people out there who are also comfortable, who also have talents, and they're also hiding them away.
Yeah.
So if maybe they see me putting myself out there, then they themselves can put themselves out there, and now we're multiplying blessings. So Sky, her ex, thank you guys.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, you already know.
All right. Okay. I see myself about to tear up again, and I say that we gun down, focus on this song.
Yeah, let's do it.
And
All right.
yeah, just prepare for tomorrow.
Tomorrow's the day.
Tell me why I waited, tell me why I dedicated all my heart to a woman who didn't want me back. While my mama slowly died and she had never left my side, while my ex-girl who I chased was telling me lies. I focused on the wrong things, I admit it. The day my mother died, I almost blew my brains and quit it. My ex didn't even text me, half of my friends from my past just ignored the fact my mama was the greatest thing I had. I had so many days with her, I barely even talked to her. Regret on my skin, it was stuck to my flesh. Tried to run from the pain till the refuge of grace finally showed me the way. Got tatted on my face. Out of your mouth for the Lord, I respect it, cause most of you care about human impressions more than biblical lessons. Cause I was one of them, I was blinded, trying to find it. The word is the light in the darkest of night. The shepherd is sheepy are right by my side, and Lucifer cling on to fear of my pride. When I was depressed, I didn't care if I died. I didn't care if I died. When I was depressed, I didn't care if I died. And that was a blessing so deep in disguise, I didn't realize it till this moment in time. I waited cause my eyes had given the same. I told her I love her, but that's just a phrase. I proved it with all of the blood in my veins till I saw love with a body and face. Would he do the same? Prayed on my knees that he loved more than me, but deep down inside knew it could not be. I need a moment of peace. I put my lust on a leash. The trait resembled a beast that needed containing, and I needed saving because I was paving the way to our doom. And sooner or later I needed a savior, and you needed someone to actually love you.
Alright, Sky, so I just messaged Jen. She's at her parents' house right now.
Okay.
So she's not going to be any trouble. Her ex, you're going to stay here.
Sounds good.
While I go drop Sky off.
Okay.
Sky, get ready. We have 15 minutes, okay?
Okay. Yeah, I'm almost ready.
Sky, you nervous? You should be excited.
Yeah, Sky, you really don't sound good.
Guys, it's just, this isn't real. You know, last night it just hit me. This isn't real. My mom is gone, okay? She's gone. I'm just chasing a fantasy, you know, something that isn't even real.
No.
I just have to go back to my dimension and deal with my reality, you know?
Sky.
I still got my dad, I still got my brother. I have to just face my reality. I have to let my mom go. I have to let her go.
Sky. Sky, listen to me for a second, okay? Okay, fine, it's not real, but we're real. This connection is real.
But
we made songs that were real.
Yeah.
You know, you created the literally a portal to come to a different dimension for your mom. I mean, Omi G, back me up here.
Listen, Sky, it's not the same thing as seeing your mom.
No.
You know, it's not the exact same thing, but you knew that when you started this journey. But think about this, Sky. We've talked about our mothers.
Yeah.
My mom is similar to yours in many aspects.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
There could still be something positive there for you.
Yeah, Sky.
You know, don't just close the door right when you're next to the reward, you know? You deserve a reward in your life too.
Yes.
You deserve a reward. I have trouble. This is something I've never even told anyone, but I have trouble rewarding myself.
Me too.
I feel like there's always more that I need to work on. There's always more that I need to grow, and sometimes I just need to reward myself.
Yes.
And Sky, you need to reward yourself.
Yes, exactly. Exactly,
Guys.
Sky.
I have struggles with that too.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes I just feel like I don't deserve anything.
But you do.
I had an amazing mom, and I never appreciated her the way that she deserved to be appreciated.
Sky, listen to me. Listen to me. Do you believe in heaven?
Yes. But am I even worthy?
Yes, Sky.
Am I even worthy?
Sky, listen.
Yes.
We all make mistakes.
Yes.
None of us are perfect. We are all sinners. We all fall short of the glory of God.
Yes.
I can testify to this.
Me too, Sky.
There's been at least 3 times in my life with 3 different women that I did not show them as much love as they showed me. To Jen in my universe, to Mana, to my own mother, the one that you would give anything to switch places with me. Now I get to go back to my dimension, and because you were honest enough, and because your love for your mother was so grand that you built this portal, now I get to appreciate her in my dimension more. So you know what, Sky? When you say, are you worthy enough? Yes, you are.
I am.
Because if you can't go up to heaven, then I'm not worthy enough. But I know that even in the depths of the most heinous criminals that have ever walked the earth, they had and have a chance at heaven.
Yes.
And your mom,
Yeah.
the way you describe her, she's gonna be up there one day.
Yes.
She's gonna be up there one day.
Yeah.
But till then, now you have an opportunity to go to Omiji's house, have dinner, and be embraced
And loved.
by a mother.
Yes, Sky. Yes.
Thank you, guys. I'm sorry. Thank you.
Don't thank us. Thank you.
Yeah. And just remember, this is a form of self-love, okay?
Yeah.
I'm just extending it right back to you the way you have to me.
There we go.
Okay.
There we go.
All right. You're right. You guys are right. I mean, I'm right.
See?
I'm right.
The voice of laughter.
This is amazing.
That's what we like to hear.
Okay, Omi-G, is it time yet?
Yeah, I just got confirmation. It's time to head out.
Okay, I'm ready.
Wait. One last thing.
What?
Don't forget to fully accept the moment. Don't be anywhere else but right there.
Okay, I won't.
Sky opened the door, and there she was. He was able to see how beautiful his mother would have aged. She had the same big blue eyes and the same comforting voice that just made you feel at ease. She had the same mannerisms, constantly telling Sky to not chew with his mouth open and stand up straight as he would if company was over. They enjoyed their dinner. Many laughs were shared, and equally as many smiles were displayed. Sky handed her the letter, which read, "You taught me to give someone their flowers before they passed away. So here, let me set these petals of words in a vase, so that you may read them when days are gray, and be reminded of the woman you were today. You showed me what it was to love someone with everything you have. You sacrificed the majority of your life to see me smile in mine. You sat hours with me each day as a child to make sure I never fell behind in my education. You lifted me up when I was down in the depths of depression. You always answered my calls when I needed someone to talk to. You, mother, exemplified what it was to be a leader who was honored. You filled my childhood with laughs and memories that make me feel privileged. I feel as if my childhood was a cloud of protection, a pasture of roses. Little did I know that your back was full of thorns. You protected us from the world and prepared us for adulthood. Just know the parts you were unable to teach us, God helped fill in. So lift your head with pride. Know that you have done more than simply an amazing job. You are someone worth going to the ends of the universe to see. One last time. I love you, Mom, with all pieces of my heart, both the ones that have been broken and the ones that are here on this page. Your son, Omar. She wept. She got up from her couch to give Sky a hug, but Sky leaped before she could fully get upright. Sky ended up laying in her arms for hours, like a newborn baby, until it was time to say goodbye to a dream most of us wish was ours. She walked Sky to the door and said,
"Oh, thank you for the letter. I'll see you later, Omarcito."
Yeah, Mom. I'll see you later. But one last thing that I wanted to ask you.
What, my love?
You still dislike my name?
Oh, yes. I shouldn't have listened to your father. He picked Omar. I wanted Alexander.
I remember when I was in kindergarten, I couldn't even spell my name, Alexander. So
Yeah.
that's why I went with Omar.
Sí, claro.
So let's just say if you can change my name to anything, which name would you pick?
Well, Sky. Yeah, I like Sky. That name will suit you.
Sky. All right. Well, thanks, Mom, for tonight.
For what?
Well, tonight and for absolutely everything that you've done for me. I love you.
I love you too.
All right. Well, goodbye.
Don't say goodbye.
Why?
Say, see you later.
Okay, Mom. I'll see you later.
I'll see her again. I will see her again. I'll see her again someday.
I'm flying high. I'm headed to Judgment Day. I saw pain, and I didn't do nothing. I just walked the other way. I knew what it felt like, but I didn't grant mercy. I guess sometimes we learn lessons the hard way. Like a dog returns to vomit in a way. I ate it all up then I threw it up. I'm sick, deranged, I was in pain. I guess the thing is that we always try to find ways to not feel so alone or guilty. I'm sorry, but sorry's only half the battle.
Toda. Toda la. Espera, otra vez.
First time I did, I was scared, but now I could jump whenever I want. That gap is called jump the 4 steps.
Jumping 4 steps?
Down the 4 steps.
Ok. ¿Y no hay ningún jump que sea kissing mom? No.
You should have brought a whole bunch of pieces of paper so you can say what you give them.
Okay. Omar, circle.
Okay, I'm gonna count it. We are the judge. Yeah. 999. 9.9.
¿Lo has hecho ahora, sí?
Wait, I'm gonna try to. 99999.
¿Haces eso que? So, yo sé.
What? No, Mom, can you?
¿Qué opinas de skateboarding? ¿Eh?
Mom, please give us the kickball, Mom. Ow!
Hola, sé. Dime qué opinas. Omar, come on.